Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of day 2 for the Critical Ops Circuit Season 5 European Final Tournament. It is great to be back. Everybody's gotten everything checked out. Everything looks good. The teams are ready to go. And we're going to be going into the last consolidation to find out who's going to be going into the finals tomorrow. But of course, guys, I'm a master, and of course, you know the boy, the myth, the legend, Twist over here.
Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Maybe for the people just tuning in, welcome for the first time, and hello for the first time for the people who watched the 2 games earlier today. Welcome back. This will finish off the Saturday games. So basically, we had one best of 3 and then one best of 1 in the previous stream today. So today, finally, today in the evening, we have another best of 3 that will decide which team will actually advance to the finals, because we already know one of the teams that's going to be in the finals. That's going to be Invictus. But is G9 going to win in the best of 3? Which one will actually see play against Invictus in the finals? Well, we'll find out. But before, for the people who are maybe just tuning in to the Critical Ops competitive scene, once again, let me quickly recap. I'll do this super quick this time, just because I already did this once today, and I feel like, most people who watch have already seen the previous stream. If you haven't, rewatch it. But basically, Circuit Season 5, main tournament number 1 and number 2 are basically playoffs where teams compete for points. The further you get, the more points you get. And then based off of those points in both of these main tournaments, even if you did bad in main tournament number 1, but you did exceptionally well and you won main tournament number 2, you still had a chance to make it to the finals. So that's where we are today. Basically, the 4 best teams have been battling it out yesterday, today, and then the grand finals tomorrow for who is the true champion of Circuit Season 5. Now, if we take a look at the scoreboard, this is what it looked like at the end of both main tournaments. So we can see Team G9 actually had the most points, and also Invictus was sharing that top spot with 15 for each of them, and then Hammers was at 14 and then Valorous at 10. Valorous already got eliminated today in a great match. It was a best of 3. In the second game, it went down to a 12-12 scoreline in a 1v1 situation. Go rewatch it if you haven't. It's a really, really entertaining game. But yeah, Valorous is out, so the only 3 teams remaining are G9, Invictus, and Hammers, and let's see where they are on the playoff bracket respectively. So as I mentioned before, Invictus in a best of 1 today won again in a 12-12 scoreline game, won over Hammers, were able to clutch it out. I believe It went down to a 1v1 as well. And then, so Invictus are in the grand finals tomorrow, which will be a best of 5. And then the other team that will play in the grand final best of 5 tomorrow is going to be either Hammers or G9. And this is why we're here today. This is why we're here right now, to decide which one, Hammers, G9. We don't really know, but we'll know sooner than later. Last thing I want to mention are the prize pools. Hey, Master, take it away.
Absolutely. So the prize pools, again, we've already secured our fourth place contender, which got $200, 3,000 credits, and 10 premium cases. Now, this is the match that will determine the third place, whoever's going to be taking home and being eliminated with the $500, 3,000 credits, 10 event and premium cases. And then tomorrow, once we find out after this set of matches, we're going to find out who is going to be having a chance to win the $800, 4,000 credits, and 15 event and premium cases for second place. And then lastly, first place will be the $2,000, 5,000 credits, 20 event and premium cases, and that absolutely beautiful, unmistaken, circuit unique Season 5 skin that the first place team will be able to walk away with and be able to strut, use, show off, and let people just generally know that it's going to be a good match for someone at least, probably them because they have the skin.
Yeah, it's an absolute beauty. Anyone would be lucky to have this in their inventory, but only the chosen ones, only the lucky and the skilled ones that will actually win tomorrow will get it. But let's actually move on to the game, because I feel like this is what most people are here for today, right now, to see which one, Hammers or G9. Both of these teams have been doing exceptionally well in the Circuit Season 5. We've seen many great plays coming in from both of these teams, and it's really hard to decide. Like that's why we're here, right? To watch the best of 3, because that's the thing that's going to decide. Because if we look at both these teams on paper, I mean, they're stacked, right? They're fully packed. There is no leaks. There are pretty much no problems, especially in the Hammers versus Invictus game today. I couldn't stop saying how literally everything that both teams, Invictus and Hammers, did was almost perfect. That's why it went to that 12-12. So yeah, Hammers are stacked, man. They have Noxic, they have Exolmans, they have Melody, Raze, and all the household names. And they also have the craziest statistic for in terms of maps won to maps lost in Circuit so far, which is 25 maps won to 6 maps lost. I mean, now it's 7 because they lost to Invictus, but yeah, still almost a 4 win to lose ratio is something unheard of. But then, you think that sounds good? We take a look at the other side, which is G9, and they're just as stacked, right? They literally have one guy by the name of Fair who just plays for clips and somehow top frags half the time. So I mean, he's not like actually playing for clips, but you know what I'm saying. If you watched Fair, you know what I'm talking about. But then we also have Adelkeet, Nexera, Crux, Master Sadak. All of them are capable of doing exceptionally well and taking a round or even 2 by storm, just completely stealing the game. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely going to be a best of 3, or at least a very, very close best of 2 in both games, because man, like, these teams are made for each other. This is true. This almost feels like a final, but then it's even better because tomorrow is another final, right? So let's actually take a look at the map picks so far.
Absolutely, yeah. These guys, we've already seen them play. We know what they could do, and it's time to see what maps they are going to be playing on together. Again, we're going to be seeing Plaza get thrown out the window. Hammer does not want that. G9, even though it was the decider last time for him, they do not want grounded at all against Hammer. Probably a good idea. Yes, this is going to be fantastic. We just got done seeing Port earlier, and now we're going to see G9 on there as well, but that's going to be Hammer's pick. Canals coming up for G9. Very interesting. It's probably going to be for, those sniper shots having Fair being put in there. Village, Legacy getting taken out on either side. We'll probably see Soar coming straight up. Absolutely. I am 3 for 3 today on getting where Soar is. And so Raid is going to be gone, and Bureau is going to be our side of that. Okay. So we're going to go crazy with equipment and strategies on Port. Canals is kind of a nice long range that'll be a little bit different gameplay, and then we're going to come back around if we need it onto the third one for just your solid team gameplay and strategy.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see Canals here, because Port, we already saw today, Bureau has been played so much in Circuit Season 5, and don't get me wrong, these are great maps, right? But Canals, we haven't seen that much of it, and I feel like both of these teams have elements that they could really abuse and use on Canals. Like G9 has Fair, which is an exceptional sniper, so Canals, a Euratio map where it really matters, where it can really bring a lot of impact. That's kind of on one side of it, and then Hammers have a very good breach side playstyle that is just made for Canals. The way how Hammers approach the breach side is, I feel like, really really good for Canals. So we'll see. We'll see. It's good that Canals is the second map, so we'll see it either way. And then Bureau is a great decider. I feel like it's, again, in my opinion, the most structured map, the map where you can make the least amount of mistakes. So if we do get that third map, what greater way to end it than with a map where actually every single detail matters and every single thing is important. But yeah, we're going to be starting on port now. From what we saw on port today, I mean, it was as close as it gets. And I feel like there are really many things you can do on port that you can't do on other maps. Like, for one, the utility usage is insane. Like, there's literally like no roof in the map, so you can throw utility even from like one side to the other. You can do whatever you want, and I think it's really great to see. And another thing is that today on port, like, both teams played well, but I felt like the breach side strats, they were good strategies. They were just not like that advanced. There wasn't like, okay, one guy throws a smoke from like one side to the other, throws utility there. So what I'm hoping to see on the first map of port is actually more utility usage. Like, obviously, I'm not playing the finals, they are, so they should do how they please. But at the same time, I really want to see some cool nades, some cool flashes, some cool smoke lineups. That's what I'm here for the first map.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, with port, we're gonna see guaranteed equipment, but as we saw earlier, we were seeing some of these final rounds, even down to, I believe it was the very last round. We still had three smokes in people's pockets, and they could have been used, but they didn't. And in there, but the thing is, they were waiting for smokes. Then the smokes dissipated, and they still had extras. So that might be just one of those things for the in-game leader or someone else to keep in the back of the mind. If you still have those utilities, utilize them to the maximum, because especially with these two teams fighting it out to find out who's going to be going to the finals, you're going to have to do that.
Yeah, that is entirely correct. And something I want to mention is, maybe for the newer players that come to the game, one of the biggest mistakes that beginners make at playing Critical Ops is the way how they treat utility. Because, for one, this was a very, very old school lie. I don't remember who said it, but it was like 4 years, 5 years ago when I started playing, which was basically, if you're not going to use it, don't buy it. Like, a lot of the times, or if you don't know where you're going to use it, don't buy it, because a lot of the times you just kind of auto click like smoke, flash, nade, but you don't actually know where you're going to use it. And then what ends up happening is you have all those nades and you use all of them within like the first 20 seconds of a round. You go, let's say, on to mid on port, you throw a nade, you throw smoke, you throw flash, and then you're out. So just a little quick tip by Twist, before we get into the game. Use nades. Like, nade usage is actually what's going to elevate and take you to the next level, because just one single flash applied properly in, let's say, 1v2 situation can just completely turn the game around, or turn the round around. So yeah, pay attention to your utility usage, guys. They are expensive for a reason. I believe the frag grenade has also received a $200 buff, so use it wisely. You wouldn't like throw away a gun, so why are you throwing away all of your nades? Yeah, that's something that I did, and it just helped me to elevate my game. A tip for perhaps Circuit Season 8, Circuit Season 9 competitors. We'll see.
Yeah,
But from what I can
nothing like
see,
tips from Twist.
I should.
just
Yeah,
just
but
just brand that. There you go.
it's a pretty good title, man. It's a pretty good title. From what I can see, we're almost ready to get into the game. Like, players are slowly joining up. Do you want to cast predictions? Like, at this point, it's a meme, because 80% of the time, whichever team we say is going to win, the opposite happens. So, I feel like I feel like I'm doing this favor. Is that a word? I'm doing a disfavor to the teams that
Disservice, yeah.
this service. Yeah, I'm doing a disservice to the teams that I actually root for or say that's going to win. But yeah, I'm going to cast it anyways. I don't care. I feel like it's going to be a very close game, but G9 are going to miraculously or somewhat come back and take it at the end. Like, Hammers are going to be very dominant early on, but then G9 are kind of going to have the endurance to actually push it over the finish line.
I mean, and you're definitely not without data for that. I mean, that's just strictly how we see G9 do it. Even if they're at a deficit, somehow they just pull the big brains out and they just start going at it and start winning those rounds. And it comes down probably to the wire. May not be a 1v1. It'll probably might be one of those be a 1v1 at the end on the 12th round at the 12th hour with one bullet left. With these two teams. I mean, it's really gonna be hard. Um, I G9 has kind of been the comeback king, so they have a good chance at that. Hammers has just they have the win loss ratio to kind of show that they like to win too. So it really just comes down to it depends. It depends if the comeback kings have a comeback because Hammers are definitely going to take the early lead. They don't. I fully anticipate that. So it's and like I said, it really just comes down to me because their whole prediction wise, like I think they can, and Port's going to be really big for the team play, being first, and that equipment usage and Hammers. I see why they pick it. They're really good with their equipment, and they displayed that earlier against Invictus. So G9's going to have something to work on now with Canals. We have some really good sniping and long range, so that's definitely a good option. But depends if Hammers, if they do, have somebody who can really kind of combat uh, with their own sniper. Really, just kind of all depends at that point. But that should easily with the long range go to G9, and then Bureau is I don't know that one has a strong chance to be G9. It really does. But it really just comes down to a couple of the difference of the what happens and a couple of these rounds, and what really comes out of that equipment usage is really what wins battles. So,
Yeah, I mean,
but what
like it should go, Hammers wins their pick, Team G9 wins their pick, and then it starts to get interesting. But again, like I feel like both of these games are going to be like close enough to where like anything could happen. But again, on paper, technically, if my calculations are correct,
yeah.
it should go that way.
Yeah, so it really just comes down to will the data show us everything, or will perseverance and being able to keep the momentum, which G9 is really good at, be able to do that. 'Cause right now, Hammers on paper should be walking away with it. They should be coming back for the finals, but G9 has that extra factor that they have, that X factor, to where they can just come back and be able to do that. So it really just comes down to that. And it looks like it's going to be Hammers to be able to take it for the knife. So they get to choose what side they're going to be on. We can only guess it's going to be on Coalition,
I
more
mean,
than likely.
yeah, but again, I feel like Port is a map where side advantage doesn't even exist because it's such a balanced map, and then with different approaches to their kind of team play and game style, it can really depend. So it could be Collision. Honestly, I feel like it's a coin flip. And I kind of like that. Like, obviously, winning knife round is important, but sometimes I feel like on very heavily one-sided maps, for example, Legacy is a prime example of this. If you win the knife round, and that just gives you so much early advantage, in my opinion. You can get 10 rounds or get like 9 rounds to 3, and then it's, kind of easier, at least mentally, to bring it over the finish line. Anyways, we're getting into the pistol round. Noxic taking the aggressive peek, spots something, but no action yet. Tries to shoot just a random bullet, perhaps gonna get a headshot. And what's interesting to note is that no rushes. So Hammers are just gonna stack on A site, while one player, which is Noxic, is checking B. So very heavy A lean here, but it might work out for best. Unless G9 goes forklift CT to B, they're gonna meet 4 pistols on the A side of things.
Yeah, and they're currently at least having the altercation. Still, no one down yet. They are going for the rotation. It looks like they are pushing in. Now, this would be hilarious if they just went straight into here. They're not. They better watch their rear. Here they are, all from the back. Noxic, Sextus, both on 2. And then being able to pick up one more. It was Melody, and now he's kind of in a bad pickle. Adult Keat does go down. They did not have anybody checking the rear.
Nope, definitely not. And there you go, Hammers, the first one on the board. Well, is my prediction finally going to be correct? Hammers taking the first round. Probably going to have a good opener to the game. I mean, they should definitely win this round, right? But actually, what we've seen today is that the team that wins the pistol in the consecutive round tends to lose a lot of rifle rounds after that. So we'll see if the curse, I should say, continues or not. Hammers are just taking picks because they have rifles, you know. Why would you not take a pick? Okay, maybe that deagle is gonna kill you like 1 time out of 5 in a long range angle. Like, for example, that one, yeah, Noxic retrieves. He does not want to battle a head glitch. That is a very bad position to find yourself in. Meanwhile, Sexter just swipes them up, just, you know, yep, 3, why not? And Crux, left alone, all that he's really looking for is getting as much damage in as possible, maybe taking the rifle away. But, you know, with everyone overwhelming him, Noxic does go down, but it was really a frenzy there. So he goes down, and Hammer's up to 2. Now we are getting into the rifle round. So this is where things always gets interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Now this is where everything stacks up if they want it to. Looks like they're gonna go for the early stack. Look at this. They're still staying just. So they're definitely stacking it up, making sure they have the investments ready. And anything and everything's better, you know, when you have extra money in the bank. So they're just gonna go and let this kind of roll through, try to get it what they can. They'll keep being sneaky, trying to go for the knife, and not able to hit that one. So now it should be the first one. And you know, I mean, they were able to save up a lot of money. And here we go, Fair starting off with the U ratio right off the bat. They are coming here for a full buy, not even try to go for like the half buy type scenario. So it's 3-0, but G9 let it be 3-0.
Yeah, and again, when you start on the breach side, like most of the time you try to figure out how the coalition is playing and then adjust your game plan and strategy off of that. So, you know, the fact that the first 3 go to hammers, that is fine. You know, there's still 9 more rounds. It's only 25% like over until the side switch. So there's still a lot of time. They're probably going to play a little bit slower, still trying to scout out positions. But look at this, man. Noxic Sextus. The way how they're holding B long is like unseen. Oh, and that spot gives off so much info. Even if he doesn't get the frag, yeah, they can chuck the nades. Oh, they have prepared for this. They have definitely prepared. Unfortunately, not really any damage done from that insane play, but that was exactly what I wanted, man. Some good nades. That is a good nade. That is a good way to use your utility. Seems like they have watched my tip videos. All right,
Yeah.
so the bomb is going down. And we're looking at a 5v5 retake, not something you see often.
No, I mean this is definitely looking really nice. They're able to get a lot of these box kills though. That's not really good for G9. But here comes Rays, looking like he's got some X-rays, getting through the boxes, popping people right around the corner. Adult Keat 1-3, not looking too great. As you can't see, trying to get the early. No, yeah, they definitely got it. I thought the beeps were a little bit faster, but they're definitely going to get it. Hammers up. Another one, 4-0, but they've still got the cash flow still after doing those three round save. Able to do that.
Yep, I mean, hammers are looking dominant now, but again, I mean, it's only 4 rounds in, but, you know, only 3 rounds, fine, only 4 rounds, fine, only 5, you know, it starts to creep up on you. So G9, hopefully they're able to win this round. It's not that they're not trying. Like, for example, they plant the bomb, you know, it's not completely overwhelming by the side of hammers, but still. G9 trying to look for their first round here, trying to look for an opener. And hammers are playing this very interestingly, very chaotically. Like, last round there were 2 towards Belong, now there's nobody holding Belong, Noxic is in mid, but Fair doesn't care. You know, we've seen that a lot of the times. He just takes down 2, and this should be the opener that grants them the round. Unless they push B site, which doesn't really seem like it's going to happen. Melody, meanwhile, yeah, he's just going to get completely overwhelmed. Nice headshot by Adalkeet, and now the 2 remaining players on B site. Well, they can pray, they can stay there, but, you know, with Fair taking a triple there, seems like it's a victory any day of the week.
Oh,
Yeah, just some...
Sextus had some connection issues right there for a hot second.
Yep, but he's back and he's taking a frag. Fair does take him down, so that's it. There you go. G9 starting to slowly come back, or so should we hope, for an interesting game.
Yeah, So G9 finally get the first one on the board, which they did a phenomenal job. Did a nice clean sweep. Although, again, the Dolkey kind of getting taken out right there at the end. But you know what? It's totally fine. One down. Very reasonable. Lee's back in the mix. They've got their equipment. Yeah, they're throwing it down the center, making sure nobody comes down that way. Not sure if they need to throw as much as they probably are. Just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like Hammers has really done that very much. So, ooh, Nox getting some straight damage right off the bat. Anything could take him out, which a nice clean headshot from Naxera will do that. Slowly, are they going to go back?
That's a pretty good decision. Yeah, I mean they have gotten 3 players of Hammers to rotate over towards the B side. So if they're quick enough here, they can just take the A side. Like it's literally open. There's Melody towards a long side of things. He might be able to maybe eliminate someone mid, but you know, with Naxera taking down Raze, okay, Melody, that's some good effort. But oh no, they're coming back. They're coming back. But it kind of works out, I guess. All right, Exolmans has been really good, and it was really good in the previous game today. So let's see if he's able to do it again. A lot on his plate here. At least 1 kill is needed for his teammate Melody to have a fighting chance, I'd say. So he's holding a good position. Like, this is very hard to check, and you get a lot of info purely off of sound. So yeah, Melody Exolmans in a pretty good position. Oh, what is happening here? There you go. Exolmans takes down 1. Crux left alive. 1v1 now. Exolmans, I've been hyping you up. Can you do it? Okay.
Oh, his knife is out.
He's toying with him. Oh.
Oh.
He's jumping. What is happening here?
No.
He gets the frag.
In the middle of the jump.
Right. Good frag. Good frag. That seemed like a very weird battle, but the thing is, like, we see the extras, right? These players don't see them, so for them it's like, well, what is actually happening? Like, where is he? And I think what Exolmans was doing there, if I'm not mistaken, he was jumping to fake the sound that he has dropped down, and you know that's a pretty pro level strat to do. That's something that your average typical casual enjoyer wouldn't think of. So yeah, Exolmans showing up big, getting Hammers the 5th round, and again, G9 are kind of in the pushing back territory now, and well, push back they have to. Fair, yeah, he just jumps. This is what Fair does. He just jumps, quick scopes, gets the frag, entry frags with a sniper. Noxic though, you can't underestimate Noxic because he just does that. He goes for a triple, gets the quad kill.
Goodness.
Why not Noxic? Why not just single-handedly stop the round?
Yep, Exolmans here to just take it away. And so right now, Hammer at 6, G9 at 1. And, we again, in the pregame, we were talking, again, this would be a really good map for them to do. I mean, they went up against Invictus previously today on this exact map. And they went toe-to-toe. Their equipments were great, and it just went really, really well. And so, not saying that G9 doesn't have good strats when it comes to that, but they were really on point earlier. Now they're just having to do it again.
Well, that's a good opener for doing it again. Unfortunately, 2 players are low. 1 is now eliminated, so back to a 4v4. But yeah, I completely agree. G9, they have to start putting on the rounds. It doesn't matter what kind of a sick jumping quickscope you hit, even though it looked sick, Fair. Like, you gotta start winning rounds. Like, that is the only way how they're gonna win this game, and ultimately the best of 3, is by, putting rounds together. So it's not looking like it's all over. I mean, it's a 4v4, and if G9 actually decide to go B here, that might be a huge opener for them. Sextus has to go really big here. Raze does get a kill. Oh, but yeah, he does get refragged. It seemed like there would be a double for a while there. But, oh, G9, they don't know that B is open. And only 1 player left alive. That is Master Sadak. Now, we've seen interviews with Master Sadak. He seems like a level-headed guy, which is what you need to clutch. You can't panic. You can't kind of get anxious and start to tremble. You just have to play slowly. You have to approach the 1v3 in a way that you isolate gun duels. Find those 1v1 gun duels. Treat the 1v3 as 3 1v1s. That's another tip that actually works quite well, because if they don't peek you together, then you can take them 1 by 1. But Sadak, he's trying, he's holding an angle, but Melody just shows so sharp today, man. Like, sure, he has only in brackets 4 kills, but every time that we respected him, he is getting the frags and he's getting them quick. 7 on the board for Hammers. This is starting to get a little bit intense if you're a G9 fan.
Yeah, and like I said, it may just not be that G9 just may not have the specific strat necessary to combat hammers. I mean, again, they're doing really great on port. They're a good team in general. But when you have this kind of team, aka hammers, that not only has practiced this and done 25 rounds of it just about 2 hours ago, the exact same thing get another team that just made them go to their limits. And they're still in probably a pretty good headspace when it comes to that. And they're just here to do it again and take the names. And this is why it's a best of 3. Doing something like this, just for a best of 1, this would be quite terrible. But we still have another one right after this. That'll be Team G9's pick, and let's hope that it goes a lot better for them than it is currently right now.
Yeah, the score might look bad, but like, again, this is the best of 3, and definitely Hammers, they don't want to lose their favorite map twice in a row in the single day. That would kind of make them eliminated from the finals. So obviously, like, Hammers are going to play to their best abilities, and to their best abilities they're playing. Noxic taking down Fair. So only Master Sadak left alive, his position is known. That flash might actually work out. Oh, he's close, he gets the frag. But he might just get peeked. Yeah, Melody's ruthless, man. He's just taking all of the picks. Like, it was a 1v1, and he was like, no, I'm just going to make sound. I'm just going to rush and peek him. I'm going to play off of momentum, and, well, it works. Hammers are up to 8 in 9 rounds. That is maybe not expected, but remember what I said. I said that Hammers are going to have a very big advantage, or like an early lead, and then G9 are slowly going to crawl back. So, G9, please, can we do this one? Can we make my predictions come true? No, like, in all honesty, I just want like a competitive game, but yeah, G9, they need to put at least some rounds, on the board. At least some honor rounds.
Definitely. Because I mean, it still comes down to the big deals when it comes to it, and as of now, I mean, it's, again, 1 is not great, 2 would be better, 3 is fantastic as we work our way up, but again, it's just, even if it goes to the way of 1 and 13, this is, even historically with, some of the players on Hammers, this is still one of their favorite maps in general. So I think that contends with it, that not only is it their favorite, they like to play it, they know the map really, really well. And again, G9 also does, but just, being your favorite, you kind of know a couple extra things.
Yep, that is most definitely true. Adulkit coming in with the kill on Sextus, and this might be the turning tide. This might be what G9 needed. Sure, they're not going to have a perfect half, but, getting 2, perhaps 3, maybe even 4 rounds would definitely at least put them in a position to come back on the other side. But with Raze playing like this, getting an instant double almost, smokes come in, Crux is able to get 1. Yeah, this should be their round any time of the day. Exolmans, he has clutched today. He has done some great attempts at clutching, but there you go. G9, 2 on the board. 2 more to go until the side switch. Again, not the best situation, but, do the best with what you have right now. And, well, they're trying. They're definitely trying. The problem is that Hammer's economy, it can't really be broken. Like, even if they win this round, they're still going to have money to rebuy. So, or so I say, and then they'll have $900 and $300, but yeah, we'll see. G9, they are moving up towards the A side of things now. But another thing on port is, like, you just have to take mid control, because mid is like 80% of the map. If you don't go belong, then you have to go mid to get anywhere. So it's very important, and so far G9 have been somewhat okay at taking it. The problem is entering the sites and actually getting the bomb down. I mean, they're trying. Fair. Oh, he gets a headshot on Raze. Is this the 1v clutch? Is this the 1v1 clutch that we needed? That G9 needed to actually win it? We'll see. His position is not known, but Sextus, so he might have heard something or gotten a call out. There he goes. Sextus gets a headshot on Fair. No clutch. Clutch denied. Hammers on 9. They're looking to get to double digits in a single half.
Yeah, which, I mean, if they do it again, that's kind of what we're looking at. I mean, everybody's just doing solid work on the side of Hammer. And, no one's really taken away. I mean, yeah, Sextus is at the top, but, I mean, it's only 5 kills off, which is not, a huge difference. And usually, if you're going to have an MVP for your team, it's usually pretty close to that. So, Nothing too bad. But again, when Noxa gets 2, and you only get 1, and let's say Raze gets another one, or Sextus gets 2, you know, when one person, see, look here, we've already had 2 people on the side of Hammer take out 4 in total. It makes it really, really difficult, just in general for, if you're doing 1-1 back and forth, and then, sure, but they're just on point right now, and they know their angles, they know their spots. So if again, it may change over once we switch, but like I said, this map's very even, so it may not at all. But what we get to find out is if that's true or not. 'Cause here comes the flip, and let's see what G9 has to offer when we're on the coalition.
I mean, it's not so much about what they have to offer. It's about like, can they offer the best deal ever and then have some luck to actually take it? Because being 8 rounds down, I mean, like they have to win 11, Hammers need to win 3. Like, do I need to say more, right? So this pistol round is absolutely crucial for them if we actually want to see any kind of comeback, which, starts out good. Crux actually gets a deagle kill on Melody, so information is given over. Fair is very aggressive here. Oh, he might not actually get away. Excelmans takes him down, so back to equal playing grounds here. And yeah, why not? Hammers are going back, because now, look at radar. Everyone has rotated over towards B, but because Hammers are not really rushing it, there will be at least some kind of resistance on A side.
Yep, and so we're 1 down on either side. Everybody's kind of sticking together, obviously, for Hammer. Nobody is on A, although to mid, they can kind of see it. We got Crux, he's spinning around. But Dolkey's taking a little damage here in mid. Crux is just being super sneaky. He hears him. He sees him, and ouch, not being able to take him down, although dealing damage. So at least getting in. Noxic is in the bomb site and has the bomb. He's getting in there. All right, he's getting pinged at least. He's not planting yet. He hears him, sees him. Maybe.
This pistol round plays like a dead match. I have no idea like what is happening at this point. There's 15 seconds left. All players have been on all spots on the map. 10 seconds. You have to plant. You have to get the bomb.
Back it up.
All that Sadak has to do, he just has to survive. He has to survive. Sextus will be able to take the kill, and he takes down Sadak. There is no way. He was low as well. Sextus does get the round. That is very unfortunate for Team G9. Sadak tried his best, right? He knew that he doesn't have to engage. He just has to run away and hide and just survive. But time was not really on his side. 5 more seconds, maybe the round would have been over. But yeah, Sextus at the same time, great aim to actually take him down. And there you go, Hammers on 11. I feel like this is the beginning of the end, or rather the end of the end, at least for the first game. Unless Fair is able to do something with the shotty here. It might actually get spotted. It's not. He gets one. He's just gonna stay there. Actually connects the second one, but not enough. And Adelkeet, again with that close range shotgun. He's peeking it, but nothing really there. And G9 are very hectic in the way that they approach this CD hold, and I mean, they kind of have to be, right? Like, if everyone pushes B side, it takes a long time to rotate to A. Like, Port actually is a map where rotating from side to side takes a lot of time and a lot of map control, so it makes sense that you should stack, but it also means that rotations and fakes are really, really powerful. And Melody, he's just popping heads, man. Getting 2 there. Nexera and Adelkeet only left with shotguns. Yeah, this is 12 on the board and game sealed and shipped, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot of options to really do this unless they got some
They're chasing
massive
him.
Shotgun game. Which,
all right, Adelkeet. Show us, Adelkeet. They're actually chasing him. I have no idea why. Might have gotten too overconfident here, Adelkeet. 1v4 clutch turned 1v1. This is why you never celebrate too early. I mean, it's only this round. It's not even over, but yeah, they were chasing him. They wanted to get for that frag. They wanted to go for it. But when you have a shotty close range, you're gonna win against a rifle most of the time. But Noxic's positioning is very good. He knows that most likely the player is gonna come window, and it's just hard to counter, man. Like, look at this. It's a headshot angle. Yeah, he jumps up. stands up, should I rather say, and takes down Adelkeet. Great attempt by Adelkeet. It was close, but, 12 on the board for Hammers. Good play by Noxic. He is very deadly in these crucial 1v1 situations, plays it to perfection. So, one more round separating Hammers from the first victory of the best of 3.
Yep, and they're just one round away for Hammers. A lot more rounds left to go. 10 more rounds to tie it up for G9. And I mean, he did a phenomenal job of that shotgun being able to bring it. Master Sadok, here we go, showing up. Maybe he's had the wrong weapon. Bringing out that AR-15, getting the nice 3-piece. And now it's 2-4. The Solomon's is really, really low. And so it depends if they peak, which, yeah, that's probably a good idea for next era to just go ahead and bring it on back.
Oh, what is... Okay, that's new spot just dropped. You can check there, apparently. I did not know that. It's a very tight angle. Like, it's not that you're gonna see much from there, but still, it's an interesting way to approach checking mid. But yeah, okay, let's just face the facts. Team G9 probably gonna get this round. Are they gonna get 10 more in a row without making a single mistake? Probably not. And with Raze taking down Sadok, me saying they're gonna get this round might change a little bit, because Nexera is... I don't know what he's doing, man. But Crux is actually able to correct the mistake that maybe happened there. And there you go. Team G9 on 3. On 3. Alright. I said they're gonna come back. I said that, they might have that late game advantage where they do a comeback, but I don't believe yet. I need to see at least 5 more rounds to start believing. I want to believe we're gonna see a 12-12 here, but it just seems like Hammers have been playing this game so well, being ahead most of the time in these rounds. Unless Sadok does that. I mean, he gets a quad kill almost. Adelkeet takes down Raze.
And now we're down to Noxic. They're flying. Oh! Pistolier and gets the deagle kill, but definitely Nexera not wanting to make sure, not want to take that chance. But, 4 on the board. Let's go. Keep rocking and rolling. G9, this might be an easy another one. They're going to save again, it looks like. So, might be able to rack it up to 5. It depends how good them deagle shots are.
Yep, I feel like Hammers, for now, like, they shouldn't, but they can just go and try out different strategies and just see what works, what doesn't. Like, they can go 5 deagles, sure, why not? Let's just push mid and see what happens from there,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it kind of worked. I mean, they got 1. So, here we go, another buy. Saving up that nice, delicious cash. So... honestly, like I said, they're doing pretty good, and they were able to at least get them down to eco, and they got some 2 eco. So if they can do it again, they might come pretty close to doing it a second time. So this is kind of this, as much as this is literally match point. This is, although, a huge pivotal point of breaking their economy again to continue it. It's kind of an all or nothing at this point, because they lose, obviously, they lose the entire round. But if they win, they can keep the streak of breaking their economy and continuing to take the rounds.
Yep, that's unfortunate. Sadok is there. Actually, almost gets a double. Like Solomons does take him down, but he's low. And Nexera is going to capitalize on that mistake. Does go down, but Crux and Adelkeet. This is a completely different G9. Where was this G9 in the first 15 rounds? I mean, it's great to see, but, it feels like a bitter end, just a little bit too less, too late, or, simply too late, to be honest. But... yeah, the game is still going on, right? Like, as long as you're still playing, you haven't lost. So they're still playing. And again, in these insane kind of comebacks where you have to get 10 rounds in a row, the best mentality, the best way how to approach it is just we have to win this round. It doesn't matter. Like, if you look at the scoreboard, you'll get demotivated. But if you just think, okay, just next one, maybe it might work out, because again, there's pistols. So Crux is going to rack up an easy 3-piece, looking for more, looking for the quad. Get the quad, Crux. There you go. Sada coming into the Noxic as well. Yeah, just 1 more round, guys. Just keep playing. I said I needed 5 more rounds to actually start believing. Well, we're 2 away. We're 2 away.
Yeah, and they're honestly, again, pretty solid. And now the only problem is these next two to hit your mark are going to be really difficult because they got 15K left over and they're fully stacked too. So, yeah.
Nope, some nice pre-fire. Nothing really comes off of it. But G9 are trying to take mid control. Like, they are doing their best at actually taking map control, which, again, like, whatever works, you know? Sometimes being this aggressive might not work out in your favor, but, you know, they've stitched some rounds together, so, you know, if it works, it works. You literally can't afford to change it in this kind of situation, because if you change it, it doesn't work, it's over. And it seems like it's getting closer and closer to that word, to being over, because it's a 3v5 and Hammers have all the time in the world to decide where they want to go. Two players on a side of things, and G9 kind of keep peeking. Sada gets some info there, but info is one thing. Another thing is winning a 3v5, which is quite difficult to do. Some interesting gunfire exchange there. Sadak low. Yeah, if I was G9, I would just be holding angles at this point. But again, I'm not in the finals, so we'll see. We'll see. A lot of it is also down to, you know, somewhat luck. Like if Hammers decide to go B there, that would probably be better for them. But they push in on A, and it doesn't matter. They just take everyone down. Raze, Noxic, popping up on the scoreboard. Adelkeet, a man and a dream. 1v5. And even if he wins it, 5 more rounds to go. So I feel like this is the end. Pretty much. We'll give Adelkeet a chance, you know, he definitely still has somewhat of a fighting chance, but with X Elements taking that peak, that is going to be Hammers 13-7 in the first game of this best of 3. Granted, it was Hammers map pick, so the next one is coming up Plaza. We might see a different scoreline, let's hope for that, so we actually get to the last map, which would be Bureau, if we do get to there.
Yeah, and I mean, solid work. I mean, it's not, you know, 13-2. Which is what it was quite honestly looking like. So, you know, 13-7, that is very commendable. That's solid. And they really started doing the comeback, unfortunately, without any buffer. You know, one round separated it, period. But congratulations to Hammers for being able to take this first one and their map pick. And they're going to get one on the board. All they have to do is do it again. But G9 still has a chance with Canals to be able to do that and be able to bring it home, do their thing, and again, being able to Fair to really be able to utilize his skills and abilities. And so it's super exciting, you know, to wait, see what they're going to be bringing to it. I'm hoping that, you know, we get to that last and final one, because you know, we always love a good best of 3 and to see what these teams do. And again, that gives everybody the fullest amount of ability and chance to make their way through. Because again, this is it. This is the third place securing match. If you lose here, you're out. You get third place, and somebody else moves forward into the finals. And we both know that both of these teams really, really want to be that team. And so it just kind of all depends on if the nerves can be, you know, brought back down, and they can do what they need to do and what we know they can do in their respective matches.
Yeah, for sure. I still feel like G9 has a fighting chance, especially with their map pick coming up. Yeah, but Hammers, man, they're looking really good. Like again, this kind of goes back to the pre-show talk where both these teams look very, very promising. But again, stats don't really matter that much. What matters is what we actually see. And in this game, it just seemed like, you know, G9 was prepared, but Hammers was just prepared better. So yeah, let's hope for the best on Canals, and then hopefully we get to that best of 3 final game, which will be Bureau. We'll catch you guys after the break. All of the retakes that Hammers were attempting, so good stuff from them so far, but it seems like Alpha is the one left alive, and there is some time left. He is able to get the second one. Oh, this could be great from Alpha. He has gotten a double kill here. All he needs to do is wait out the time. Oh, that nade! Look at the HP! He's gonna peek it. Noxic understands it, but Alpha able to get the last kill. They're not committing to any peaks though. Oh, and he might get caught off guard. Noxic does take down Stratus, but he was able to take down Melody. Now it's down to 1v1. All that Genis has to do here is just play on time. Oh no, not
Oh,
sick. That is
no.
one way to stop the round. He played that perfect. Genesis just, as you know, the more important the breach rounds are, the more important the pistol round is, and Phoenix not able to take the pistol round in a very breach side important map here.
Ooh, and grenade. Getting lots of
Oh my
damage.
god.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Melody for 3, Zion for 2, and let's just go ahead and slap.
Push that belong area, which isn't actually the worst decision because 4 players are oriented more towards the A side of things here. So yeah, okay, that closes it though. Has able to get a 2-piece, and this is a very easy shutdown eco round. So this could really go any direction here. There's one player on site that is Raze, and he's able to put in some effort. Oh, and that's nasty. That's second kill on EXZ. But I feel like a lot of these rounds could have, the loss could have been avoided if Invictus did something better. But there you go. That's definitely something better. Yep.
Bird. Really just right now, G9's looking really good. I say that. Free gets an absolute domination quad kill, as I try to say. The G9 is looking real good.
Because now he's able to isolate angles here. Oh, and Mixage, look at this. He is up. Oh, that's going to be so hard to spot. Oh, and what a shot as well. One player has actually crossed, but Mixage doesn't care. He just takes them down, misses the shot, but, the only one left. Mixage, man of the round here, as long as possible. And, oh no, this is not good. There is no time to plant anymore. Fair. He's just going for the outplay. Oh, there's no way. Fair. What a shot from Fair. This will be a G9 victory here, and we're really seeing an upset in the first game. Whoa, I thought on the screen that guy that had the P250 got the kill, but Pre is doing his best.
Coming in.
Yep.
And he face.
Yeah, the first real ref round and Crux. Oh my god, there's no way he just did that. Crux. How are they doing this? How are they? Okay, Fair. Oh no! Again, they're peeking together and Fair. He's so unfair. He's so unfair to the rest of the players here.
Clean sweep. We got Medusa here coming out with that AR-15. Love seeing it. But Medusa doesn't even need it, halfway. Whoa! Full ace.
Much needed in this situation. And Symboli, his positioning and aim is everything but Stratus. That's a great push. Although the rest of the players is low. Oh, what a play there, Pref. Well, things might go for it better here, but Sensor, he's ready for it, and now Alpha. Oh, that's a good shot. But many more to be found in order to win this round. And he is on site, so that's good. He knows where both the players are. Gets a headshot. No way. Alpha, he could single-handedly turn this game around here. 1v3 turned into 1v1. The aim is everything here. Head glitches, close range. Alpha just trying to move around, trying to not catch a bullet. Trying to spot a player, spams it, but Symboli, he's able to get it. Looks like a 2A main 1 CPU retake is coming in. Great positioning by Underestimated. Gets a 1v1 trade kill, but I mean Adolkit, he knows what's up. He comes in, takes a double kill there. Great performance by him, and a secure
the hole. So yeah, definitely good to see that capabilities running through. Honestly, I really didn't expect it to work, but it definitely works in their favor. It's the fact that now it's all up to Fair to get a double kill with a Deagle. And
that's crazy. Oh, look at this. If only he knew. Oh, the positioning there. That's some great stuff coming in from Lazarus. He's not sure where the rest of the players are, but I mean, Yeah, you can
Lazarus.
guess it. They're not even able to get the bomb down, and Lazarus, that's a quad kill. Don't underestimate them. They're good. They're definitely good. Only on pistols now, so once again, this might be 4 rounds for G9 here, and Crocs pushes up. All right, Crocs. All right, peek him, please. Sensor, please peek him. We need to see the ace.
Get it!
He gets there. And he gets a frag. He gets the ace. What a performance by Crocs. That is such a beautiful round.
Take him out. Adult Keith's really low though. Really low. He's got 1 HP. So if he trips, it's over. And really just kind of defensively pushing at the same time. But Pearson come in. He takes him out. And literally at this point,
look at the HPs. Look at the HPs. Lazarus, what a play. The rounds, I feel like this is such a close matchup. What is that, Nate? This is such a close matchup that really anything could happen. Oh, and look at that. Nexero gets a chance and utilizes it. Oh, what are these frags, man? How does he do that?
Of the walk up there just because the U ratio was still in play. If they had obviously maybe known that it was. Uh-oh, Nax. He's gonna do it again. Oh, triple. Oh, almost.
Just down to Vape. 74 armor, 30 HP. What can be done here? The bomb's out in the open, and Vape will get spotted out here. Already taking pot shots, but Ariat does get taken down in 1 versus 1. Both players very low HP. 2 on the Vape and less than 10 on the Clone here. Who will get the tap properly? It's Vape who clutches it out. The pistol victory. Once again, turns Jets as quickly, and Max somehow gets the double kill. They line up. What? I don't believe it. This is a game of clutches so far, and oh, can get the spray down. Clone gets 3-4. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Can he get the ace right now? Juice trying to slow it down for him. Yes, Clone gets the ace.
Is able to win his first
And Coldy
duel.
too. Yeah, Coldy's been just popping off. A triple kill there from Coldy and Art. See, impacts spam damage, but it seems like maybe just a couple kills here and there. Oh no, maybe 3 kills actually from Impact, living up to his name. Up then the tracks, S-Gen now have a lot of work to do to hold on. Oh, Hoodie somehow gets the jumping headshot onto Yuri, and he's made this possible. Now he has to go plant immediately. Not too much time left, but he will plant safely and get that off. So Coldy now in the 1 versus 1 against Hoodie. Can Hoodie win this one out? He's done damage onto Coldy, and yes, he'll win it somehow. Makes the clutch happen. The 1 versus 2 Hoodie.
To be tested. Isaac could find a nice timing here though, and there is a spray down for 3.
The triple kill. Oh my goodness, double headshot. Protects it, the bomb site as best he can. Coldy runs out through. He does get that first kill. He gets the second kill as well. Can he get the third? He knows that there's folks coming through quickly, and Isaac takes one down as well. This shotgun doing so much damage, and will be the kill, and Max now could take down Isaac. And if so, that would leave Impact all alone. 10 seconds left. Max, will he run through the smoke and try to take down Isaac? No, he won't. The bomb will go down, but he will take down Isaac after the fact. And Impact, can he get him? Yes, he does. Max comes in for the double kill and takes down Elevate's hopes. Concede this round. Impact wants to save maybe his hog. Finds Juice, actually. Does some damage. And Isaac is very low, but Impact has already found 2, actually. Can he find Clone? Yes, he finds 3 somehow. And now they are going for this retake. Does he know that Andrew's right above him? I don't think he's aware. Does he spot him out? Yes. Yes, Andrew finally takes down Impact, but now just down to Isaac. Can he take down Andrew? Yes, he can. Somehow the 2 versus 4 works out.
everybody. Back to the fun. We're back into it. We're going to be going into game number 2, and this is with G9 and Hammer Esports. We just got done watching the first match on port. It was great. At the end, at the beginning, maybe not so much. Definitely Hammer was, they had a huge lead. I mean, just an absolute massive lead. I mean, we ended up on a, what was it, a 13-7 at the end, and again, not bad, but it was a 12-2 before it started kind of kicking up. So it kind of it got better at the end, but ultimately Hammer did take it ahead, and so now we're going into Canals. And what do you think? How this is going to go?
Um, are you asking what I think how it's gonna go or what I want it to go like? Because I think Hammers are probably gonna take it in two. I want G9 to at least win this game, so then we can move on to Bureau. You know, it's more competitive, it's more fun for everyone. But yeah, I feel like Hammers are on a roll. They've been great like so far, and you know what I think is mainly based off of statistics and what we've seen so far. And what we've seen so far is definitely Hammer's superiority, at least, you know, in the last couple of games. So, yeah, even though Canals is G9's map pick, I do feel like Hammers have the upper hand. The only thing that might actually be the X factor that changes a lot is Fair with his Euratio usage, because again, Canals is a map where being a good Euratio player pays dividends in no other map. And if Fair is able to come alive and, you know, win many rounds, then we might be looking at something a little bit different than Hammer's win. But G9, good start. They're winning the pistol round, so they will be able to pick the starting side. Now, Canals is kind of coalition-sided, but again, it's somewhat balanced, so it doesn't matter that much to begin with. But yeah, my prediction is Hammers takes it unless Fair is really just on point and, you know, hitting those crispy sniper shots.
Yeah, I think that's really fair on your assessment, and hopefully Fair can be up to that as well. Because this is could be technically the last round, and I mean, oh, wow. Well, I guess it may not just have to be
No
Fair.
fair.
Then,
Master Sadak for a triple, though.
Yeah,
we have
he,
the TRG. We have the TRG.
You know, and I think Master did the worst on port. So the fact that he's already gotten 3 kills in the first round is on a very good path to outdoing his performance in the last one. So now here we go. Here's the moment of truth. TRG. Uh-oh. They are coming straight up from the cafe. Are we gonna see it? Ah, there it is! TRG flying across with a quad kill for a Dalkeet, and Fair getting the one lone jumper, and then he just kept flying afterwards.
Well, if this is what they have in store for us, then let's go, dude. Yeah, I guess I can understand why G9 decided to pick Canals. I mean, again, we're not even the first rifle round. Now we are, but yeah, you know, winning the pistol, winning the consecutive one, yeah, good for you, man. But are you able to deliver on rifle rounds? That's the real question. Fair is gonna stay with that TRG, so it's not a one-hit sniper rifle. But it is somewhat potent, especially in these long-range areas. You can really get away with dealing damage to 2, maybe even 3 players, and then let's say, you know, there's someone else on site. For example, right now, there is Master Sadak on site, and, you know, if players are 30 HP, it's way easier to just kind of rack them up than if they're full HP. So Fair is trying to cause some havoc, but the thing is, I do believe Hammers are aware of how good Fair is with Euratio, and so they're probably going to avoid places where Fair plays. First, they got to figure out where he actually plays, but once they do, they're probably going to do their best, you know, to at least smoke it off, if not just avoid it completely. So yeah, kind of a slow round here. I guess the rifle round, nobody wants to die quickly, just want to kind of establish positions and look for stuff. And well, that's exactly what they're doing here.
Yeah. And again, no one's moving too quick. Fair is... Ooh. Oh, oh. Fair has almost put himself in 2 bad positions. See if he has anyone pulling from the sides. Fair, ooh, he actually decided to switch out and cause some havoc. Naxera. he might be able to finish it off. I mean, Solomon since Sex is pretty low. And here we go. Now Nox gets really low. Although now the connections actually have to be made.
Yep, Crux looking for an opening here. And both
Ooh.
players are low, so Crux, he's able to get
mean-
one. And now it's Noxic. Now it is Noxic once again in a good spot. And yeah, this is last bullet as well. This is the Noxic factor, right? Like once again, in a 1v1 situation, he knows what he's doing. He's holding the angle and he wins it out. So, you know, G9 can have a good game, but you know, when you have players like Noxic that always show up or almost always show up in the crucial moments, it's hard, man. It's hard. And G9 are actually going eco this round, or should I say somewhat of a force buy, like not really, but you know, at least deagles and revolvers rather than 5 XD45s. And seems like they just want to push up Belong. Well, they've done it. They've figured out there's nobody really Belong except for Solomons, but the problem is everyone else is on A. Okay, sure, they get the AK, but also Hammers get the info that there's probably nobody on A, maybe one guy. Oh, Crocs, you can't do that. Almost goes for the double there. This is good. Like, this is a very good start for G9. They have gotten 2 kills, so they've refragged both of their deaths. They've also retrieved an AK. Again, like, Hammers have the advantage in this situation, but it's definitely better than nothing.
Ooh, good smoke. Kind of equalizing that a little bit. But, Sarah down to 4 HP, which will just be popped off here. Oh, and yeah, Copy just able to get a nice long shot with the U ratio. So it's even. They won the rifle rounds. Now they got their weapons. It's even, but let's see if G9 has anything to say about that. They're going full buys. Looks like, yep, except for Fair, but he's the sniper, so he doesn't exactly need. Would be great to have, but doesn't need all the equipment. Oh,
Yep,
man,
Copy is gonna try to rival Fair here in terms of your ratio gameplay. So far, Fair has 2 kills. I mean, it's not horrible, but I kind of want to start seeing those clips, man, because this is exactly what G9 needs. And yeah, fair enough. He's just holding the angle there. You know, nobody is really peeking. It's a very common angle that you often avoid, so that's why it gets smoked out. At least he can give off info. That's the thing about holding cross on canals. Even if you don't hit it, you get a lot of information about where players are, and they can't really like go back and, you know, change it. So that's one of the reasons why sniping on canals is very important, and your role as your ratio player is of the utmost importance on canals. But on the other side of the map, seems like Solomons is kind of trying to make sure that nobody's pushing Belong. They're not. So yeah, most players are grouping up towards A. Let's see where that takes us.
Well, right now, Master's just picking one by one. Currently gotten last 3 kills. Although, 7 HP, I don't think he's going to be able to grab himself another one, but... Well, Solomon's is really low. Yeah, and as I say, no. Oh, actually, Nixera got that one. I almost thought he was like, all right, so he almost, he got 4 kills out of everything, and, you know, down to 7 HP, but no, Nixera stole that last one. But that means they still take the lead into 3, and it looks like they're going to burn... Yep, they're definitely going to go eco, so they broke it a bit, at least enough for Hammers to want to go eco.
Yep. Seems like Hammers are just going for a very quick push. I mean, it makes sense. But G9 know it. They've taken a lot of map control here. They've figured out, yep, there's not really anyone towards that B side of things. So why not we rotate over, and rotating over they should, because Hammers, they're all stacked in elbow. To be honest, if Hammers just pushed, they would have gotten the plant. It's very actually interesting to see that G9, they're all on rifles, but none of them were holding the A side. They were really taking gamble there, and it almost didn't work out in their favor. And I mean, still, yeah, Hammers just get the site free. Master Sadak, there you go, gets a kill. Crux gets one on Noxic as well. But the bomb is going down, and that's a lot. Like, honestly, if you get the bomb down in a round like this, where you only have deagles, that's not a big victory, but that's still a small victory, because at least you maximize the profit that you could have gotten out of that round. So, yep, G9 on 4, Hammers on 2. Looking better. G9 definitely looking better here.
Yeah, they definitely are. Holding up by 2. Master actually this time on the top. Fair at the bottom, but again, they're able to be on top because I'm just based on Fair's information that he's given out. I mean, he's able to see everything, knowing which side they're going to go, if they jump across, and everything. So big plays with that U ratio. Just in general of just knowing where people are. Taking
Fair.
time.
This is an interesting angle to hold. Doesn't really work out yet. But yeah, pretty much everyone playing on the breach side is just aware of kind of the angles that a Eurasia player can hold on Canals just because they're so powerful. So they're doing, again, the best that they can to avoid that sniper, you know, either smoking off elbow or just not peeking him at all. So Fair's really having a tough battle here, you know, he has to fight to actually get those kills. Sadak, this is a nice angle, but the problem is, he might, he just doesn't, he gets checked, Noxic takes him down, and Xera is low as well, re-peeks, they gets taken down by Melody, Copy, meanwhile, getting one on Fair, so Copy being the better Eurasia player in this engagement, and now it's down to Crux, his position is known, everything is revealed, Flash is coming in, not looking too good for him, he's probably just gonna try to save, or at least cause as much havoc and damage before he goes down. And yeah, he's just he's getting into his little nice corner to just kind of checking out from the world, just kind of doing the best that he can in this situation.
just let it happen. You know, just hanging out. But unfortunately, he goes down. But they still have $32,000 to their name, so they're able to still do their buys if they want to. Or are they just going for a super weird? No, okay. Here they go. I was like, are they really going to do that this early on? Which, I mean, wouldn't be a terrible idea. Not necessarily if they wanted to just tie up this early on. And then have like 50 grand laying around. But it all depends what they want to do. Looks like they're going to go full everything except for Fair. It looks like he didn't even have enough money to buy some armor.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
That's a nasty shot. That's what we like to see. But now do it again. Do it again. Like 20 more times. And then you know, then there's a chance that G9 actually take this easily, because I think this is going to be a very close game. Like even if Fair doesn't show up big time, it's still going to be a somewhat close game. But that's an interesting way to go down. Master Sadak takes the peek, takes the pre-fire. Melody sees where the pre-fire is coming from, shoots back, gets the kill. Fair, meanwhile, he's the defender of B bomb site and also that mid area, that mid cross area. Yeah, just looking for kills. But Hammers are actually taking a very passive approach to this game. Like every single round, they kind of just try to establish as much map control as they can before taking action. And that's kind of the way how you play Canals, right? Because Canals is very, very much about map control. And moreover, it's more about like controlling that mid area. Whichever team controls mid wins the round most of the time. So this is exactly what kind of Hammers are pressuring on, is taking as much mid control as they can.
Yeah, most definitely. And right now they're squeezing their way in. A side is now open. Although we are seeing equipment going down, along with the bomb going down.
Whoever threw that flash, that is teach me how to do that. That flash lasted for like 10 seconds there. Fair though, once again being the difference maker, coming in. Adelkeet off the back of that play. Oh, and Fair. Oh, that's a near miss. That seemed like it was on, but I guess barely missing. Sextus getting a nice double there. And so Hammers are equal to G9. Hammers are equal. They are pulling back. And now G9 might have to go Force or the partial eco. Yeah, seems like Deagle is the weapon of choice here. One revolver on Crux. Looks like Hammers are up for 5 here.
Yep, looks like that's just what they're going to do. Should be an easy peasy victory unless they can catch them off guard, get a good weapon, and you know, bring it back up from the rear, which, I mean, again, it's totally possible. And I love how they all assume that, because they left the bomb just to kind of figure it out. They're assuming that looks like they're stacked up on A, which would be a good bet just because the close quartersness. But looks like they found him in the bottom. Crux gets 1. Noxic for 2. They're now grabbing the bomb. They know where they are, and they are rushing into A to get that bomb planted, get that extra cash, and to go ahead and secure the round one way or the other.
No, Elements. That's interesting. All right. He's trying to hunt for the kills, but he almost went down there. Yeah, seems like G9 will just try to... I don't even want to say save. Like, saving in this option is not really that good because you literally have only pistols. Like, what are you going to save? An XD45, you get one for free next round. So, yeah, they're doing the correct thing. Might not be the thing that they want to do, but peeking is ultimately what they have to do, you know, trying to get in as much damage as possible. But yeah, either way, Hammers take it up to 5, and now G9 able to rebuy fully, utilities and everything. Eurasia on Fair, still, I feel like we haven't, like if Fair is able to activate here, we might see a different scoreline. We might see G9 accelerating towards that victory, but he hasn't really found his stride just yet. You know, we'll give it some time. Meanwhile, on the other side, Copy is someone that we haven't seen play that much, especially with the ratio, but he's been doing good with it. You know, he's been consistently getting 1-2 kill rounds, and that's what matters. Nice refrags there. Sadak takes down Sextus, and Noxic, yeah, that tree is just completely dead, man. Along with Sadak, and now it's 3v4, bomb down.
Yep, bomb now in hand, making its way over to A. Crux, the only man there, except well, teammates are making their way on over. Now, are they going to be flying back or no? Oh, Nox got the bomb, so they might be able to slide back over. Copy. 2 down out of 3, up to Fair. It's going to be a hard one to do. All right, he takes him down.
He's going to get spammed here.
Yeah. And just how that rolls, and Melody able to get that U ratio mere milliseconds away from the round switching. And now Hammer's in the lead by 2. Sitting at 6. Still 2 more rounds left. G9 can still tie this up. And it looks like they're going to go a little bit, going to go eco again.
Yep, I mean, Fair is stuck there. He literally can't cross over, and they know that he has a deagle, so it's over more or less. Noxic, yeah, why not? Just jump and shoot. That's how you get the kills. Meanwhile, Solomon's causing absolute havoc here on the other side of things. Sadak and Adelkid going down. Xera, left alive, gets a nice headshot. Oh, almost goes for a double. That could have changed things, but with him going down, Crux, revolver player, left alive, baiting the shot. Look at Noxic, man. He knows the angle, how to bait out the shot from, like, that position. When would you ever think about that? Yeah, Melody finally puts the final nail in the coffin. There you go. Hammers on 7. 1 round away from side switch, and, like, G9 have to win this round. More importantly, they have to win the pistol once we actually do get the side switch, but yeah, again, G9, they had a promising opener, but then Hammers just kind of find their way and find their stride, and then it's just very hard to counter.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because once they get moving, once they get grooving, it definitely is. Because Hammers just has this momentum, this push, and again, if they find it, and oh, you just saw the little baby peek of that head pop up. And that was just enough for Copy to be able to do that, to take Fair out. You know, again, it's once they kind of get on the roll, it's like they don't get the, you know, the actual rifle rounds, but if they do, they're definitely going to take probably 2 to 3 in a row. And again, it's that late game that really kind of dials that in. Definitely a little bit more difficult for G9. Again, I think G9. I don't know, to me, it just seems like they're not moving like we saw them earlier with Valor. You know, they didn't have that speed and aggression like, you know, we're kind of expecting.
Yeah, it seems like their playstyle gets more passive the harder opponents they face, and I'm not really sure that's the correct decision here, because sure, they are getting rounds, but are they getting enough? That's the real question here. And Hammers, they are taking the B side here, so seems like Nexera will go down by Sextus, and once again, like, there's 2 players stuck in CT getting flashed off. Like, Hammers are playing this to perfection, man. Like, sure, they might lose some rounds, but, like, every single round, it's so hard to challenge them. Like, you might get a break here or there, but at the end of the day, like, they are prepared, and that's what I've been seeing throughout this whole Circuit Season 5, is that Hammers, like, there are really no leaks, you know, there are no real problems that this team has. Sure, they might have their bad rounds or even bad games, but at the end of the day, they're a very solid team, and this is, you know, proving exactly why. They might have lost against Invictus in, like, a 12-12 1v1 situation, but you know, most games, they are just ready, and they are slightly better. So, getting to the side switch here, G9 on 4, Hammers on 8. Breach side being the harder side. Again, quite equally sided, but breach side being a little bit harder to play on. I feel like G9, you know, it's starting to approach the end here. Unless they're able to get the pistol and then the consecutive one, then the rifle one, then they might have a fighting chance. But now it just seems like Hammers are on top of it.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, if they can get these early pistol rounds, which I think G9 could easily do, they do this every time just about. So if they can be able to keep moving, be great. At least they can bring it up to 6 to 8. At that point, but you know, it's gonna be some work. But being on the breach, that does give them a chance to use that aggression to their advantage, just like this, and be able to take these rounds. So I think, again, allowing them to have that room for growth and aggression, I think is going to be the best thing for them, at least against Hammer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is one step in the right direction. Now they are fully loaded up on those rifles. Now they have the Kevlars, all of those things. And, you know, this should be an easy sweep for them. Oh, look at this. All right. This is... I'm not sure I like this strategy. They are all pushing up. But when you have a pistol, right, like, normally it gets better the closer you get your opponent. Hammer decided that they want to push the only place in the place in the map that's the longest range possible. So it's an interesting decision. Maybe they were kind of hoping that someone would stay on bridge and they would be able to outgun him, you know, long range 5 XD45s against one rifle. But I don't know, just kind of seems like a weird decision to me where you push the longest range distance with the shortest range weapon available. But you know, Hammers, they can goof around for maybe a little bit, but once it actually comes down to the rifle rounds, they are solid, or at least so far. So let's see if G9 are actually able to change that.
Yeah, let's hope they can. We're now in the first rifle round. First real rifle round of the second half. And again, we can see that it slowed down quite a bit. Although they've definitely got great control, especially in mid, able to keep that so far. And kind of all depends what they're able to really bring about with it. Are they going to go A? Are they going to go B? A seems to have a little bit more covered. But it kind of all depends now that B has a little bit less coverage. But looks like, but still with the rotation around, again, depending on how they're moving, A is now pretty much open for business. Actually, now it's completely open for business. But now the bomb is down and they've got to be able to get it, which is not a bad spot. Still a 2v3 though. I still got to try and open it up just a bit. Nadolki, last man, 1v3 to clean it up. I don't know.
Yep, he's moving. He's trying to look for openers. But Hammers, yeah, they're gonna go. Why not, Noxic? Why not? Noxic goes for the knife, gets the extra 1.5k. Hammers on 9, Team G9 on 6, and with Hammers winning the first and only rifle round since the side switch so far, I feel like, you know, it's starting to end here. Like, sure, they might fool around, you know, in that one pistol round, but yeah, they know what they're doing, man. G9, they have to find so many more rounds than Hammers, and they're also playing on the breach side, which is harder to do on Canals. So we'll see how this one goes. I feel like this is 10th one on the board any day of the week. What can you really do when you have 3 P250s and 2 Deagles? Maybe get like 2 Deagle headshots, retrieve weapon, do some smokes, get some luck, and win. But yeah, wouldn't bet on that. Wouldn't bet on that.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be hard. And oh, geez, Noxic playing sniper, just getting a couple taps. I mean, they know that it's gonna be a little easier. But here comes Noxic yet again, and he's just tapping away. All right, now this is where he's gonna get comfortable. He's just gonna be moving up. Yep. And last alive. Wow. If that was an angle, if I've ever seen one for being able to take him out. Jeez.
Yeah, it's rough. It really is rough out here. Hammers on 10. G9, yeah, they're trying. I mean, the best that they can do is like try their best every single round, but it simply seems that Hammers are ready to take the finals, or at least if not the finals, then definitely get to them. For everyone just tuning in, this is the second map. Hammers won the first one on port, which was their map pick. This is G9's map pick. If, by some miracle, that I'd like to believe, but my brain tells me not to. We get to the third map. It's going to be Bureau, and that's going to be the decider map, or at least it has picked out to be so by the map veto. And yeah, G9 moving in, trying to find some angles. Sexus, nice kill there. Sadak able to refrag, and Sadak, okay, somebody just woke up, taking down Melody. This is exactly what G9 needed. The bomb plant goes down, Fair as well, showing up on the scoreboard. Someone we haven't seen for the last few rounds, so it's good. G9 are at least fighting. Again, this is the best that they can do.
Yeah, it just really is, and if it comes down to it, I mean, Hammers is just doing great. They're doing everything right. They're holding the angles, and honestly, I think it just comes down to they're just after with watching, they're just holding, and they're just hitting when someone appears. It's seeing the little bits of information, but having look at this crosshair. Look at that crosshair. He pops up, it's on his face. He pops down, he comes up, on his face.
Look at how nimble. He's so nimble and agile.
Look at that.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. He's just having the crosshair right where it should be, and he's not trying to track. It's just on them right when they appear.
Yeah, it's like the normal game rules don't apply to him. Oh, I saw someone in the chat saying that I'm a Noxic fanboy. Of course I am. He's good. Look at him go, man. He's just obviously a really good player. Why would I not be happy for the kills that he's getting? But yeah, there are many great players throughout the history of Critical Ops, but Noxic has definitely been someone that has been getting a lot of kills in many circuit seasons, consecutive circuit seasons. But again, getting kills is one thing, but then winning the round, well, G9, as good as Noxic is, G9 are on the site, and they have planted. Master Sadak, again, getting the crucial kill, getting the kill that matters, moving in, Fair and Nexera, all showing up. Is this the G9 fighting spirit that we've been talking about? We didn't see it in the last game. I mean, we saw it, but it was just too late. Now it's definitely not too late. Now it's not 12 rounds on the board for Hammers, it's only 10. So if the G9 fighting spirit lives on, if they're able to actually pull back, that would be an insane comeback, and I am so ready for it. Yeah, they're pulling closer. They are pulling closer. G9 always kind of activates. The closer the closer the doom comes of their loss, the more they seem to play well.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that again it's not 12 rounds on the board, and they're not at 2. They're at 7, now they're at 8. So that this is the time to come back. This is definitely a good time to do it, and the fact that it's another eco for Hammers, they should be able to at least bring it within 1 round before they have to really try hard again.
Yep, most definitely. G9, they don't really want to commit to anything. I mean, the bomb is still left towards that, what is that, kind of bridge area? But no need for it, I guess. No need when Adelkey can just go around, pop around, get some headshots, get some nice kills. There you go, G9, 1 round away. The comeback is nowhere near completed, but they're definitely getting closer. We have to remind everyone, this was 9-6 for Hammers, and this is a coalition-sided map. So the fact that G9 are able to fight back this late with all the odds stacked against them, it just shows that, even if they don't make it to the finals in this season, they definitely have the spirit to do it in, one of the next ones.
Yep, and they can still practice even if they don't win, no matter what. Whether it be Hammers or it be G9, they're still able to practice. They can still come back. And again, I mean, even if you lose, it's still a happy day. You still are. Someone here is going to at least be able to say, "Hey, got bronze medalists in the final tournament across the entire European division," and being able to take home some cash money, in-game prizing, and all that good stuff, right? So it's a loss, but it's still an absolute win. McSolomon's coming in for the defuse. And he should have more than enough time taking it in 7 HP.
Yep, Hammers 11 on the board again. As soon as one team starts to accelerate, the other one just pushes back. This has been an ongoing theme throughout this whole final season here. And Master Sadak, look at him, man. In the first game, it kind of felt like his aim was a little bit off. You know, some things were not going his way. Well, he showed up. He showed up big time. He has 18 frags. He's been doing good. He's been getting frags that actually matter. You know, like entering bomb sites, getting the crucial ones where, you know, it's is it going to be a 2v3? Is it going to be a 1v3? So stuff like that really does matter. And there you go. So that's good. But the problem is 4 more rounds. 4 more rounds. And Hammers are full by now. They don't want to let this slip. They're Hammers after all. They know how to deal with these situations. They know how to deal with like teams coming back. So yeah, it's just great to see. It's great to see that even if the first game wasn't as competitive, this one definitely is. And look at that, fair. He's able to find Sextus. So the bomb is down. 4v4 retake. Copy, once again, really good at that ratio. Melody, meanwhile, takes down Xera. And now a 3v3, getting spammed. Oh, almost goes down, but Noxic, this time the last bullet didn't save him. This time it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And with Copy on ratio, one of the worst ways how to retake a site is having ratio. There you go, Master Sadak and Adelkeet. Finish it off. Double digits for both teams. And from here, it can really go any direction. Like, honestly, like, when both teams are, like, on double digits, when both teams are, like, 3 rounds away, it really comes down to luck, perseverance, and just, you know, skill. So, may the best team win, and we're entering this the 22nd round of this second game of the best of 3. G9 have to win it if we want to see the final map, which is going to be Bureau. Hammers, if we're going to see them tomorrow in the finals, quite early, then they can just take it here.
Yeah. We may one of these, but I mean, like I said, if Hammer wants to just kind of crack it out, yeah, we'll just see him tomorrow and, you know, have a good one type of thing. But as you can see, G9 is not gonna let that happen very easily. They are one round away from tying it up. This is gonna be super close, and really like. You know, it's really, you know, gets to your nerves. You know, you just sitting here watching them. You just, you know that, there's only so many more rounds left. I mean, either one of these teams can still take this. You know, you can be excited for either one of these teams because whoever does the best, does the best. You know, that's what they deserve. But either way, but at the end, we don't want to see, another team leave and have to, fall out of the bracket. It, kind of sucks, but at the same time, here's where we are, and looks like we're gonna see being able to take out the sniper from that far away. That is impressive still. So Copy going down. It is now to a 1v2. They got to hit this just right. They don't, but that doesn't matter. That's Sadak still doing what he does best, and getting those wall bangs. So moving into it to 11-11, and I'm assuming Hammers are gonna buy up again. They got 30,000, so they definitely should. Yeah, here we're tied up.
Oh boy, G9. They have. I thought Crux forgot to buy a weapon for a while, but no, that unfortunately enough, that did not happen. AK for him, SGs for the rest of the team. Flash is coming in. Copy. He's been someone that I pointed out early in the game, and he's been so good throughout this game with the ratio. Again, we didn't really see him play with it as much, or even play at all previously, but now it seems like he's someone who can definitely, who knows his way around the sniper, who knows how to control it, who knows how to play aggressive peaks, but at the same time be passive and hold angles, and he's definitely been one of the main reasons why Hammers have been putting up so many rounds on the board here. Can we actually take a quick look at the scoreboard? Oh, no. Xera is entering the side. This is way more important. Sextus getting a double here. Master Sada goes down. Excelmans gets Crux as well, and now Fair, the only one left alive. Time to redeem himself. Maybe not with the ratio, but can he do it with a sniper? Oh, he stays alive, but Noxic, yeah, he's not going to let that one slip. 12 on the board, the Hammers, match point away, game point away from actually winning and moving on to the finals tomorrow. Noxic, 21 kills. Sadak, someone that I pointed out who showed up this game compared to the last one, 22. So Sadak is top frag of the server, but is that going to be enough? These remaining 2 rounds are really what matters the most.
Yeah, it does, and this is match set game point, and this is not good. Look, and being on eco and be able to rush up in here Crux gets the shotty. Got to switch it out. Got the AUG. What?
Of course.
There gets a headshot.
Of course they do it, man.
Swapping it
G9,
out.
the ultimate comeback team. The ultimate
no
we will
way.
keep fighting until the game ends team.
And the bomb is
do
planted.
it.
They're not
They
in.
do it.
Okay.
But it's
Toxic,
not over
okay.
yet. It's a
No.
3v4.
And that was just the Deagle. That's not anyone else.
Solomons
no.
takes down Crocs. Sadak
shotty's
once
out.
again gets the important frag. Is he able to get another one? No, Noxic takes him down. 1v1 situation. Noxic is solo. Adelkeet.
Oh!
Look at his
12 to
HP.
12.
2 HP.
Oh!
12 to 12. Another one of these. Out of the last 7 circuit games that we casted, 4 now have been 12 to 12 games. Are you entertained yet? I cannot keep asking this question, man. This is I can't believe this is true. Like 4 out of 7 games, 12 to 12. How are all of these teams so equal in terms of performance?
And on an eco taking that. I cannot believe what we just saw. We're back at it. And right now, it's I don't know. It's actually a little bit less on the side of Hammers. They don't have any U ratios or anything. And I mean, there's no U ratios. If I get my words out, too excited. But they're just running through. I mean,
They're going for it. Fair gets the opener. Copy. That's the ratio player down. 4 more players left alive. Only 1 player towards the B side of things. If G9 commit to B now, I feel like they've gotten the round, or at least they've gotten the plant, and then it's down to, the holding down the retake. But yeah, Flash is coming in, but everyone is starting to rotate in. That Flash might be big. Noxic looking around. Noxic is the last bastion of the B side here. He has to go big. This is what he has been ready for, Can he do it? He retreats back to Cafe. Solomons, meanwhile, takes down Adelkeet. The bomb is not going down. Solomons showing up big time, but Crux able to refrag on him. 3v3 situation here. Bomb down. Noxic looking for frags. Not checking Sadak. Sadak gets him. Fair as well. Melody, 1v2.
ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go. Information's been given. They know where he is. And in front,
Crux finishes it off. They pull it off.
G9.
They pull it
Oh.
off. I can't believe this.
Oh my goodness.
They pull it off. They actually pull it off. All right.
They
we're going
actually
to map
did.
3. We're going to map 3. Let's go, dude. Biru coming up. Master Sadak.
Dude.
If there was anyone doubting him in the chat in the first game, the only reason why G9 are still in this is because of Master Sadak. He's been, obviously his team was also great, but
yeah.
Master Sadak played this game to perfection. He was always there when you needed him, and, well, that's why they got the 13th round, And I can't believe that it was 11 to 12 in favor of Hammers. They were ahead. And G9 were, forced by. They had shotties. And they do
On
it.
an
And they just
eco.
moved. Yeah.
How did they even? I cannot imagine the chat right now with them. I mean, that has got to be absolutely just mind blowing for them to be able to pull that off. And it's now 1-1. They've won each of their maps. I mean, I'll be G9 barely, but you know what? A dub's a dub, and that's all you need, right? You just got to have that point, whether if it was by just that much or you take it, 13-0. It doesn't matter. You got the win. So we're going to Bureau.
Yeah, I feel like whichever team wins on Biru, G9 should have some kind of a trophy. They should get crowned the fighting spirit, because every single game that we've seen from G9, there has been a point where they're down badly and they somehow find the fighting spirit to actually if not make the comeback, then get some rounds in a row. I still can't believe that this has happened, and you know what that means. You know what actually being down 0-1 means for G9. It means they're going to keep fighting. So yeah, the best is going to come for on Biru. We're going to take a quick break, kind of calm down a little bit, because this was very, very intense. And we'll see what happens on Biru. Again, may the best team win. All of the retakes that Hammers were attempting, so good stuff from them so far, but seems like Alpha is the one left alive, and there is some time left. He is able to get the second one. Oh, this could be great from Alpha. He has gotten a double kill here. All he needs to do is wait out the time. Oh, that nade! Look at the HP! He's gonna peek it. Noxic understands it, but Alpha able to get last kill. They're not committing to any peaks though. Oh, and he might get caught off guard. Noxic does take down Stratus, but he was able to take down Melody. Now it's down to 1v1. All that Genis has to do here is just play on time. Oh no, Noxic.
No.
That is one way to stop the round. He played that perfect. Genis was just, as you know, the more important the breach rounds are, the more important the pistol round is, and Phoenix not able to take the pistol round in a very breach side important map here.
Ooh, and grenade. Get lots of
Oh my
damage.
God,
Oh my
okay.
goodness. Melody for 3, Zion for 2, and let's just go ahead and slap.
Push that belong area, which isn't actually the worst decision because 4 players are oriented more towards the A side of things here. So yeah, okay, that closes it though. Has able to get a 2-piece, and this is a very easy shutdown eco round. So this could really go any direction here. There's one player on site that is Raze, and he's able to put in some effort. Oh, and that's nasty. That's second kill on EXZ. But I feel like a lot of these rounds could have, you know, the loss could have been avoided if Invictus did something better. But there you go. That's definitely something better. Yep.
Third. Really just right now, G9's looking really good. I say that. Free gets an absolute domination quad kill as I try to say the G9 is looking real good.
Because now he's able to isolate angles here. Oh, and Mixage, look at this. He is up. Oh, that's going to be so hard to spot. Oh, and what a shot as well. One player has actually crossed, but Mixage doesn't care. He just takes them down, misses the shot, but, you know, the only one left. Mixage, man of the round here, as long as possible. And, oh, no, this is not good. There is no time to plant anymore. Fair. He's just going for the outplay. Oh, there's no way. Fair. What a shot from Fair. This will be a G9 victory here, and we're really seeing an upset in the first game. Whoa, I thought on the screen that guy that had the P250 got the kill, but Pre is doing his best.
Coming in.
Yep.
And he finished. I'm going to find out
Yeah, the first real ref round and Crux. Oh my god, there's no way he just did that. Crux. How are they doing this? How are they? Okay, Fair. Oh no! Again, they're peeking together and Fair. He is so unfair. He's so unfair to the rest of the players here.
clean sweep. We got Medusa here coming out with that AR-15. Love seeing it. But Medusa doesn't even need it, you know, halfway. Oh, whoa, full ace.
Much needed in this situation. And Symboli, his positioning and aim is everything but Stratus. That's a great push. Although the rest of the players is low. Oh, what a play there, Pref. Well, things might go for it better here, but Sensor, he's ready for it, and now Alpha. Oh, that's a good shot. But many more to be found in order to win this round. And he is on site, so that's good. He knows where both the players are. Gets a headshot. No way. Alpha, he could single-handedly turn this game around here. 1v3 turned into 1v1. The aim is everything here. Head glitches, close range. Alpha just trying to move around, trying to not catch a bullet. Trying to spot a player, spams it, but Symboli, he's able to get it. Looks like a 2A main 1 CPU retake is coming in. Great positioning by Underestimated. Gets a 1v1 trade kill, but I mean Adolkeet, he knows what's up. He comes in, takes a double kill there. Great performance by him, and a secure
the hole. So yeah, it's definitely good to see, you know, that capabilities running through. Honestly, I really didn't expect it to work, but it definitely works in their favor. It's the fact that now it's all up to Fair
Alright.
to get a double kill with a deagle. And
that's crazy. Oh, look at this. If only he knew. Oh, the positioning there. That's some great stuff coming in from Lazarus. He's not sure where the rest of the players are, but I mean, Yeah, you can
Lazarus.
guess it. They're not even able to get the bomb down, and oh, Lazarus, that's a quad kill. Don't underestimate them. They're good. They're definitely good. Only on pistols now, so once again, this might be 4 rounds for G9 here, and Crocs pushes up. All right, Crocs. All right, peek him, please. Sensor, please peek him. We need to see the ace.
Get it!
He gets the, and he gets a frag. He gets the ace. What a performance by Crocs. That is such a beautiful round.
Take him out. Adult Keats really low though. But really low. He's got 1 HP. So if he trips, it's over. And really just kind of defensively pushing at the same time. Prepares him to come in. He takes him out. And literally at this point,
look at
anything.
the HPs. Look at the HPs. Lazarus, what a play. The rounds, I feel like this is such a close matchup. What is that, mate? This is such a close matchup that really anything could happen. Oh, and look at that. Nexera gets a chance and utilizes it. Oh, what are these frags, man? How does he do that?
Of the walk up there just because the U ratio was still in play. If they had obviously maybe known that it was. Uh-oh, Nax. He's gonna do it again. Oh, triple. Oh, almost.
Just down to Vape. 74 armor, 30 HP. What can be done here? The bomb's out in the open, and Vape will get spotted out here. Already taking pot shots, but Ariat does get taken down in 1 versus 1. Both players very low HP. 2 on the Vape and less than 10 on the Clone here. Who will get the tap properly? It's Vape who clutches it out. The pistol victory. Once again. Turns Jets as quickly, and Max somehow gets the double kill. They line up. What? I don't believe it. This is a game of clutches so far, and oh, can get the spray down. Clone gets 3-4. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Can he get the ace right now? Juice trying to slow it down for him. Yes, Clone gets the ace.
Is able to win his first
And Coldy
duel.
too. Yeah, Coldy's been just popping off. A triple kill there from Coldy and Art. See, Impact's doing some spam damage, but it seems like maybe just a couple kills here and there. Oh no, maybe 3 kills actually from Impact, living up to his name. Up the end of tracks, S-Gen now have a lot of work to do to hold on. Oh, Hoodie somehow gets the jumping headshot onto Yuri, and he's made this possible. Now he has to go plant immediately. Not too much time left, but he will plant safely and get that off. So Coldy now in the 1 versus 1 against Hoodie. Can Hoodie win this one out? He's done damage onto Coldy, and yes, he'll win it somehow. Makes the clutch happen. The 1 versus 2 Hoodie.
To be tested. Isaac could find a nice timing here, though, and there is a spray down for 3.
The triple kill. Oh my goodness, double headshot. Protects it, the bomb site, as best he can. Coldy runs out through. He does get that first kill. He gets the second kill as well. Can he get the third? He knows that there's folks coming through quickly, and Isaac takes one down as well. This shotgun doing so much damage, and will be the kill, and Max now could take down Isaac. And if so, that would leave Impact all alone. 10 seconds left. Max, will he run through the smoke and try to take down Isaac? No, he won't. The bomb will go down, but he will take down Isaac after the fact. And Impact, can he get him? Yes, he does. Max comes in for the double kill and takes down Elevate's hopes. Concede this round. Impact wants to save maybe his hog. Finds Juice, actually. Does some damage. And Isaac is very low, but Impact has already found 2, actually. Can he find Clone? Yes, he finds 3 somehow. And now they are going for this retake. Does he know that Andrew's right above him? I don't think he's aware. Does he spot him out? Yes. Yes, Andrew finally takes down Impact, but now just down to Isaac. Can he take down Andrew? Yes, he can. Somehow the 2 versus 4 works out in Elevate's favor.
Maybe away from his device. Stuck there in Coalition spawn. Impact pushing out far through vents.
Oh yeah, he could
Does
get 2
find a
kills here.
great
He
timing.
does. That's his 3 kills here. Now for DYG, the best prospect they've had as a round. And MVP getting shot from the side. Oh, what a nice flick shot, though. Turns around. MVP makes a run for it. He can get the bomb planted, but no, he gets taken down. And finally, you can see Pretzels, the double kill.
That would be one hell of a story.
Yeah, I was about to say they're looking very alive now. Extremely alive. Nicely done for them getting these kills. And I think really right now, Dynamic Gaming just want to get a plant, but Callow will probably be denied that, as it is clutch to go around. And will he knife him? Yes, he will. The disgrace, the backstab even. The elevate already. 2 players gone. V-Pop striking twice, 2 headshots with the MR96.
He's got a tremendous gun advantage. I don't know if he wants to get this close, but it's paid off. There's a double, triple.
Perfect timing.
Does he get the quad? Yes.
That's a highlight reel right there. Looking to reinforce here. 3 players already on the A-bomb site. Capo trying to come in for this AR-15, and he does get that perfect flashbang. Double flash them out, and Isaac as well answers back with another, making this as even as possible. Agon finds one, can Gloxy clutch this one out. It doesn't look likely as Agonize takes 2. Now, we'll rush on through. The spot in between 2 players there. Agonize finds 2 kills, continues to spray, hopes that there's someone else. 3 kills, Death taken out, and 4 kills there for Agonize.
Slightly coalition favorite statistically. And this is also after losing Chelly with the triple, V-Pop with a double to follow it up. That was quick.
Yeah, and it's like Xenocide just turned it on all of a sudden. Now they have 3 kills, and well, it is against pistols after all, but they can lose no one, which they do lose no one. 3 of their teammates died, but they will answer back, and now Vape doesn't know that Gloxy's right there. Just down to Gloxy now versus Josh and Vape. Can he win this clutch? Yes, he does! Gloxy versus Vape and Scott. Vape now around the box. I don't think he's aware. Does get taken out, and somehow he's missed a shot. Somehow, I don't get it. It comes down to right now is Carson to find 1 kill. Clutch though does trade back, and down to Clutch. 1 versus 1 now. V-Pop versus Vape. Who will take us victory right now? It's all down to this, and Vape doesn't win it. V-Pop takes us to Village, making his position known. And he will actually take down Scott. A nice headshot. Can he take down Vape? Yes, he can. V-Pop clutches it out. Oh my goodness, they botch it up and underestimated. They steal a round. They had no chance winning. V-Pop.
Let's go with Yol, able to get the double right there.
Yeah,
so we got
Yoy,
proximity and Faye.
I guess it's Yoy. Speaking of proximity, coming and trying to go for the 3K. Get up the dip. Oh man, look at this. He's moving back and forth. He's got the dance moves, trying to get the drop shot, and he comes out with it like it's no problem at all. But he makes it look easy.
So the shoulds too, but unfortunately, they kept it super easy across the board. Ooh, that was
Speaking
clean
of proximity. Two versus 1 here. Reborn, last player left alive. Ooh, he's got the angle. He's able to pick up the headshot there. Doink and doink. 7 HP for May, 20 for Reborn. Starts with the pre-fire. He's got to be so careful. Flashbang come out. He's going to go ahead and juke around, try to hit him in the back. That bomb is slowly ticking down. Ooh, May's just positioned fantastically here.
Can he get the elbow? He can.
Pressure to elevate Phoenix. Still trailing by 6 here. That flashbang can really come in clutch. You've got to be able to come up with this doink doink and 2 here and get into headshot and getting dropped down out of their offensive by Reborn, but Reborn was able to pick up 1 kill.
One switch. right, guys, welcome back. You do not want to miss this match. If you know someone's not watching, you might want to have them tune in. We're down to the final map. Ron Bureau just got done watching one win on either side for Hammer and G9, and this last map was ridiculous for G9 to come back on. That's the only way to describe it. Is just ridiculous. Yeah, no, it's yep.
All right, so when you click the mute button, most of the time you need to uncheck it so then people can actually hear you. What I wanted to say
Twisted.
is, yes, that is a pretty good one. What I wanted to say is the fact that if you have family like watching TV right now, go and put it on the big screen. They need to know about this game. They need to know about Critical Ops. You can explain like all the nitty-gritty details as the time goes on, but just let them know. Just let them know. Send a link to your friends. Anyways, yeah, we're getting into the final game of today. And the final decider that will choose the team that will actually make it to the final best of 5 tomorrow, which is Hammers versus G9. Whichever wins on this map, whichever team wins on Biru, is going to be playing against Invictus tomorrow in the best of 5 finals. This is for all the marbles. This is for everything. This is what really matters, alright? We've gotten down to not exactly the finals, but this kind of feels like the finals because even though Hammers technically are a bit better, G9 has such a fighting spirit, and this is just a great game to watch. Again, another 12-12 scoreline, going down to this time a 1v2, but still, amazing games to watch today. And yeah, this is the bracket so far. As we can see, G9, they lost, and then they've just continuously been fighting their way up. They lost, then they won over Valorous, and now they're somewhat prepared to take down Hammers. Hammers have had a bit of easier life here. I mean, they simply took down G9, but this is the matchup once again, right? Because if you look at the winners round 1, it was G9 versus Hammers, and now the same thing is happening again. Is Hammers gonna be victorious twice in a row, or is G9 actually gonna pull the ultimate comeback and win Hammers when it matters the most? This is the question. I couldn't be more excited. Let's actually get into it.
Yeah, this is going to be nuts. Again, guys, if you haven't watched it, if you're just tuning in, feel free to scroll back and watch it or watch it later because again, you can always scroll forward and pick us up right where you left off here, with the lovely powers that be that are YouTube. But port went super quick. It was a 12-2. We thought it was all over. And then G9 somehow just brings all the back to 7. They didn't bring it up super high, but they did. And that was impressive nonetheless. Canals went back and forth, back and forth. Somehow on a 12-11, G9 and their corresponding team mates somehow on a eco with shotties take the A side and then just start grabbing weapons and take it back on the 12-11, make it a 12-12, and then somehow take it on when it comes back. It just on the next round. It was a beautiful thing to watch. You guys need to see it if you haven't. But Bureau coming up is going to be one of those ultimate. You need to have your solid strats. You have the map itself. It's a kind of a long-standing map, so these are one of those tried and trues. Should bring you forward, but also it's that crosshair placement and being able to do all that. It's going to be a huge deal here, and this is definitely where champions will be made.
Yeah, for sure. Especially on a map like Biru, again, which is very, very structural. It's like you can't approach Biru in like a new way and win it. You have to play by the rules. Biru is such a map where there are certain rules how you play the map, and if you follow them perfectly, you win. If you make a mistake, you might lose. So it's great to actually see it come down to this. I feel like Biru is the best map to actually finish this off on. Yeah, we are slowly getting ready here. All the players are joining in the server. Can we cast a prediction in the chat? Actually, we haven't asked for this before, but I want to see I know we do the polls, but I want to see how many people can actually support their team in in text format. This might be a huge mistake. We'll see. Guys, behave. Simply support your team. That's what matters here. But yeah, again, I simply want the best team to win, but for me, I really like that G9 were like I like the fighting spirit. I like the underdog story. So for me, I always like that G9. As soon as they started losing, they were kind of able to punch back slowly. But yeah, if Hammers turn out to win, that's also great. Whichever team wins, it for sure will make for great finals anyhow, because we know how good Invictus are, and we know that Hammers and G9 are kind of on the same level, more or less. So finals tomorrow are going to be amazing. Again, a best of 5. So that means a lot of entertaining games. That means a lot of stuff. Yeah. Also, I started to remember my prediction where I said that Hammers will take the early lead, but then G9 will punch back. So, I mean, I guess I am kind of biased towards G9 then, because, the prediction has to come true. At least once the caster's curse can take effect.
Yep. And again, if I remember right, as far as the two teams go, obviously I think the hashtag for G9, I think it's just hashtag G9 or Team G9. I think is it hashtag Hammer Time. I think it is for hammers. So yeah. So just show the support so they can see it in the chat. But what
What
else?
time is it then?
Exactly, it's Hammer Time. But what else it is time for is for you guys to make sure you have your clip uploaded to Zuvi. Gotta remind you, there's some cash up for grabs. And if you guys haven't heard about this before, guess what? You guys can win some cash, take your clips, put them on Zuvi using the hashtag Critical Ops Casual. Throw that in. You have a chance to win $130. There's still some chances to win. They've given out the money through September, October, and November. So get on there, check it out, get your stuff uploaded. You can get it on the Apple and or Android store, either one. And for you guys, if they're already playing in the tournament here uh into the actual circuit, you guys can upload your clips and have a chance to win an extra $200. We've seen some insane clips, especially from Stratus, dropping his 35 bomb that we got to see. Can guarantee you that some of those clips are going up there on Zuvi. So you guys make sure you're getting those uploaded on Zuvi. That's Zuvvii, and just get your clips in and have a chance to win some extra cash.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's literally free money. It's free cash if you win, obviously. But like, why would you not enter? It takes $0 to enter, and you can get $130 or even $200 back. It's free money. Just go there, enter. You wanna? Okay, let's cast predictions for Bureau. I feel like I feel like again hammers are a bit better on paper. But we'll really have to see. Like the way how G9 has been coming back in these games, it's anybody's game here.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, if we're gonna talk about like the stats of the team and kind of how they play, Bureau being very structured. I think Hammers has a great structure to them and how they typically do things. G9 is, I think, a bit more, or can be a bit more sporadic, but they are also very coordinated. So I don't know. I don't know which one is necessarily a better thing that you need, where, one is very structured and kind of doing it by the books, being Hammer and just having great crosshair placement. But on the other side, G9 has that really strong surprise element, being so coordinated. They can enter a room at 4 different areas at the exact same time, and equipment's flying all at the same time. So I guess it really depends if they can hold true to both of their ways. I guess we'll find out which one it is, whether if it's the team element and their coordination, or is it the kind of discipline and being able to follow the rules of that there is Bureau's rules and making it come true. Um, and again, I think it really just comes down to, and I honestly think it comes down to G9 and what they do, because hammers are they're going to be solid, they're going to be structured, and they're going to do what they do. I really think it comes down to what G9 does. We'll be able to let them win if they do it to their fullest abilities and they do it right, or if they try to play it too safe, that might be their detriment.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, Bureau was the map also where we saw that G9 were utilizing the strategy on collision side where they kind of either all stayed passive or all peaked together. And traditionally, G9 have been pretty good on Bureau, so this might come into their advantage. But again, as you said, I feel like For Hammers, we know what they can do. For G9, there's way more variability. You know, some games they show up big time. Some games they show up big time, but they show up big time a bit after the clock has almost run out, right? Like we saw in that, what was it, Port game, where they made like an insane 7-round comeback, but there was only 1 round separating Hammers from victory. So, you know, they simply had the better odds. So I think one factor that will be very important is how early on G9 can activate, and you know, not basically not getting that huge comeback to put in, because you know, coming back once, coming back twice, that's possible. But if every single time you depend on the fact that in that late game you will be able to come back, like that won't work out like at one point, and you definitely don't want it to not work out when it's literally about, you know, making it to the finals tomorrow or losing it all.
Yeah, yeah, definitely banking on that is probably not the funnest thing, but at least we know that they can, at least if it's necessary. But definitely at least giving yourself more time and not doing it on a 12 on the scoreboard or maybe 11 on the scoreboard. So, and it looks like G9 is going to put it in their court. They get to choose which side. And guess we'll kind of see which side they want to take. You know, I mean, again, with their aggression and their capabilities, I think, honestly, I still think G9 all it just really does good as Breach.
Yeah, that's true. And I can't even like pinpoint why they are good on the breach side. I feel like they just have good openers. Like there are players that get opening frags and then they are able to play off of that because their strategies they're good, but it's not like they're, you know, out of this world. I simply feel like they have good entry fraggers. They have people that can peek the corner and actually get the flick and get the frag in. And well, we'll see if that's true. Master Sadak, he was just running with his knife out. That is a very, very ballsy thing to do. G9 are able to get on the side though, so they get they do get the bomb plant down. There you go. Everyone is waiting in HQ. They are ready for this. That is a great hold. Like, what can you do? There's 3 people peeking you. G9.
Oh my
They
goodness!
have woken up. They've woken
here
up
they
big
come.
time here.
Oh man, and just not even just the 1-man fair. They I guess they didn't need the 4-man team to come up and have a good time.
Yeah, well, so G9 take the pistol round, and honestly, it's quite important because again, Bureau is very collision sided. So the more breach side rounds you can rack up, the better. And winning the pistol normally grants you the consecutive one as well. So it's a very interesting decision. You know, it's a very not really decision. It's a very interesting way to start things off. G9 getting the pistol. Now they are fully bought up, while Hammers, well, they have XD45s. They simply have XD45s, and they're not really going for a push. Seems like they, you know, the pushing when we all push like a tank strategy is kind of overused. So what they opt for instead is just to silently all wait in lab and pray to God that G9 are going to fall into their trap. And it might actually work out in their favor. That would be absolutely crazy. Oh, it does, or does it? They're able to get 2. No, there's no way, Sadak. Okay, he puts an end to this, but this is nowhere from over. Sure, it's only Melody alive. Sure, it's a 1v2, but this should not have been a 1v2. Melody, if he's able to isolate the players, if he's able to get 1 and then hide and just play, you know, basically isolate the gun duels, is what you should always do in a clutch situation. If he's able to isolate them, he might be on for a very good. Oh, they're not expecting him. They're not checking him. He might get both here. He hears the plant. Oh, but now they might check him. Spots 1, knows where the other player is. There's no way Melody does this. He repeaks Crux. Okay.
Oh,
In no way should have this been so close. But close it was. But G9, you know, they're fine. They're chilling. Maybe it was just their strategy to kind of make Hammers anxious and, you know, kind of put them on an emotional roller coaster here. But yeah, G9, 2 rounds on the board. We are entering the rifle round stage.
yep, and oh man, this is just that's just fantastic. I mean, they still able to make it happen, although had just barely at that point. Right now, G9 looking really hot, really good. They are on fire. They're feeling good, especially after that last match. But let's just hope that just keeps them going, keep them pushing. Because this is the first full rifle round, which technically Hammers has been doing good on at that point. You'd usually take. Nobody's really moving.
Nope.
Kind of. I mean, a couple little tips, taps, but other than that, it's just a little stalemate almost. Oh, here we go. Exoloment's kicking us off. Almost a minute on, and nobody barely shot a single bullet. Noxic for another one, so that's definitely looking like it's going to go straight for hammers. Trying to make it through the smoke. And looks like they made it clean. Now they're coming in between Noxic. Oop, making it across. Crux able to take down Noxic, change it, Melody. Got some information. Everybody's kind of moving in. Bomb is headed into A, and officially being planted.
Bomb has been planted.
Yep,
Crux
the
in a good
bomb does go
position.
down.
Not a great position. 2v4. Definitely still looking like it's going to head towards hammers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2v4. All they have to really do here is just waste the time, you know, just to wait out the clock and stay alive. But with both of them being here, yeah, they're just gonna get overwhelmed. Maybe if they went to that CT area, maybe if they tried to kind of play around, fake it, you know, do something like that, it would have worked out. But Hammers seems like they will be the ones taking the first rifle round here. And yeah, this is the problem that sometimes happens, where you get the pistol and the consecutive one, which is what I've been talking about a lot in these circuit finals, and then you simply kind of fall flat for a few rounds. So G9, you know, one round is fine, losing two rounds is also fine, but they have to make sure that they don't get into this kind of downward spiral.
Yeah, because they definitely can't afford that. But again, just they're definitely gonna let this one kind of ride. Nox is getting a nice 3-piece. Waiting to see. Nice, Solomon's taking on the goal keep from the behind. And leaving it up to next era. Gonna see about get a couple shots. That's gonna be nope. Noxic taking out 4 out of 5. Now are they gonna do it again? Or are they gonna buy up?
Yep, one revolver, and 1 and 2 deagles. That is pretty hard to do anything with. Seems like they will be going for that banana push here. Is it gonna work out? Maybe, but what I like is the fact that there is the bomb, and the bomb is nowhere near banana. The bomb is waiting in B long. The bomb is selling the fake. The bomb is just waiting. I mean, the players banana are selling the fake, and then the bomb is just praying that everyone will go away and rotate. And look at this. Rotated they have. Master Sada comes into action, but Raze, he has something tingling in him. You know, he thinks... Oh, he just went for it. All right. I thought he would
man.
It almost worked out. The timing kind of didn't work out in his favor, but yeah, it's a good strategy. Like, honestly, it's a good strategy. I'm just kind of selling a hard push to one side and hoping that, you know, the enemy team will rotate and then you can go and, you know, just plant on an empty bomb site. But it's really a strategy just where the timing has to be perfect, and it's really a strategy where, like, it's more about getting the plant rather than winning the round. But, you know, good way how to use the eco round, nevertheless.
Yeah, and I mean they're trucking along. Now we've got the next official rifle round. We do see Fair. He does have his U ratio back out. He can make any contact. Now, as we mentioned kind of before, you know, is that the best thing to do? You know, on Bureau, we've talked about it before about, you know, ratio usable. And by all means, in Fair's hand, yes, it is, but you know, it just, you know, comes down to the last game, last rounds. You know, these early ones definitely try to get these picks, and you know, if he can use it by all means, but definitely knowing when to swap it out to, especially, you know, if it's like a 1v2, would be a great idea to do so. I'm hoping he has or at least someone is keeping that at the forefront.
Yep, Excelments, he's trying to hold some very, very close angles here. Every time that I try to hold these kind of angles, my gun barrel sticks out a little bit and I get pre-fired and jumped and just completely dunked on. So Hopefully that doesn't happen to Excellements. That flash, probably 10,000 hours of practice, but happens to the best of us. It's a pretty nice flash, to be honest. You can throw utility through the window there and actually damage or flash players in intel. Oh, and look at this, Noxic. He's up for the task, but Adelkid, he's also showing up. 2v3, Master Sadak alive. Adelkid gets a oh, never mind. I thought he got a triple. He only gets a double, only in parentheses, but yeah, Master Sadak, someone that played quite poorly on port, then went absolutely insane on Canals and actually got his team to victory. So the big question is, will he be able to continue playing like this, playing like he did on Canals on this map as well? And they actually run out of time, so no bomb plants, just a silent round, 3 players staying alive. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, that's solid. I mean, at that point, nobody's losing any weapons on either side. It kind of benefits both sides, although, G9, that at least gives them that SG to where they can, kind of hopefully, maybe, be able to do that and get a good weapon. And, I mean, Adolki's definitely more than capable of doing that.
Oh, Noxic, he is taking action. He is taking map control very, very quickly here. A lot of information relayed over to the Hammers players here. They know the whereabouts of G9. Now, all they have to do is basically log them in. Or peek and get taken down by a Deagle. That works as well, I guess. Melody is able to refrag on Master Sadak, though. So 4v4 is underway. But look at this. Even though the information was given over, the actions taken were not really the best because A side is open for business, and with Hammers coming in kind of slowly on rotation, many players still in that B side of things, G9 might be able to actually win this one, and that's like a half buy. They have Deagles and revolvers. What is happening? Fair, he just does that. All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Able to pick up them weapons. Crux the only one with the revolver still, but Solomon's leaving it. And look, Crux is able to pick up that weapon right here at the end. So he's going to have an extra one. They definitely don't need to hunt him. But Adolki's on the trail. But it's fine. They may have lost one, but they're able to get 3 extra weapons out of it. So it works out.
Yeah, and now the buy situation, yes, Sextus is on 1.7k. That is nowhere near enough to buy anything of value, really. So Hammers, they're gonna play with 3 hero. Oh no, actually, there you go. This is what being a competitive multiplayer team-based game means. It means that your teammates drop you. So, yeah, all good on Hammer's side. Maybe, M4 not being the preferred weapon of choice, but it's still powerful enough to take down opponents. And so, on we go. On to the 8th round. G9 really love pushing Vents Hall. It has worked for them quite well so far, so why would they stop? And that's another thing, like, they have 3 rounds already. That is quite good for the Breach side.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact, we're down on that one on either side, but again, if they're able to make their way around, it looks like they very well might. They got everything looks pretty smoked off, and it looks like if they can either go back into B if they get the word to do so. And definitely no word's gonna be given. Melody getting a nice clean triple. Master Sadak able to at least take down Raze, but 1-3, and Noxic is on the trail. Oh, and it explodes right at his feet.
Yeah, when Noxic is able to do that, I mean, it was like a decent, like just a normal decent kill, but kind of the way how he pulled off, I still liked it. And people call me a Noxic fanboy. Come on, guys. All right. Anyways, it's a 3-5. It's a 3-5 situation here. Fair bringing out the Euratio. One thing that Fair has been doing exceptionally well is entry fragging with the Euratio, and if that sounds crazy to you, that sounds crazy to me as well. Like, the Euratio is the most expensive weapon that you can really buy. You should never, ever try to just kind of entry frag and you'll take the risk of losing it very quickly. But Fair has actually been good with it. He's winning more, I'd say like 2/3 of the engagements when he tries to entry frag. Master Sadak, though, gets taken down by Melody. Kind of unlucky because his head was spotted there through the smoke. He probably didn't even see Melody, but nevertheless, it's one more player on the side of G9.
Yeah, and I mean, the rounds are not too far apart, so they're still doing good. there's the 2 rounds separating them. Right now, it's not looking the best as far as for G9 because it's coming from the side. So there's 3 rounds separating them, but still got 30K in the bank. So they're just gonna sit back and do it again. And it looks like just Noxic and Elements are really doing great, 10 apiece. So looks like there might need to be bringing it up a bit across the board to maybe kind of combat that a little bit. But it's kind of hard when they're taking 2-3 kills every so often and just dropping it out, taking the round.
Yeah, G9, I mean, they have 3, but Hammers, again, are starting to push the gas pedal down. They definitely don't want to let G9 get any more rounds, at least until the side switch. And again, G9 are just loving that Vents Hall area. And I mean, there's a reason why it works. Most of the time when they push it, they're able to, engage, take down at least one player, and then perhaps another one on top. So yeah, Noxic, he's playing the long con here. He's already prepared for G9 pushing Kitchen to A. Oh, and this might be a big Bahrain player. Yeah, Noxic takes down the bomb. Why would you not stay at spawn? Just camp at spawn and take down the bomb. That is a very good way to approach the game. It works. Zeraze, meanwhile, takes down Adelkeet as well. And now a 3v4 situation. They might be able to do it. So Noxic gets flashed off, and fair. There you go. That's great utility usage. That is exactly why you save your flashes towards that late game of things, because then you can do stuff like that. Bomb gets picked up. Plant will go down most likely, and Hammers are all towards that banana area. They might just go together and retake, but no, actually Melody, yeah, he just gets a freebie. I guess nobody was checking that, or Sadak thought a bigger danger is probably the HQ side of things. That's an understandable mistake. Again, this is the way how you do it. Pretty nice flash. Don't really think it's going to result in anything, but still, that's one cheeky way how you can use the utility. Melody able to get one. Oh no, fair.
No.
No, Melody gets a double there, and Hammers going forward, pushing forward, getting the 7th one on the board.
Yep. Bringing it up. Now, again, this, it's one of those G9 coming from the rear, right? Let's not let this grow any higher. It's still recoverable. It's not make it to 12 again. And, maybe these late games they get tired, and, they get a restart on those pistols, get them all going again, and let's hope so. 'Cause, there's only few more rounds left before we go to the swap, and it definitely doesn't need to be 9-3. So they definitely need to take this one and bring it up to 4, and subsequently maybe 5. Yeah, any more rounds would be fantastic.
Yep, Sex is throwing a nice nade there. How does it deal so much damage? Alright, that's a thing. Raise. This position is not really used often because there's so many angles that you can get shot from, but with the smoke being there, once the smoke disappears, it might actually work out for the best. And he's trying to look around. Spots 1, spots 2. Oh, he's just getting overwhelmed. Adelkeet takes down Raze. And now, 2v4, Melody, trying to play around the smoke. Again, this is something you can do with the new smokes. Not so new anymore, but it's kind of a new feature for the people who remember the old smokes. You couldn't really do that back then. And fair, being able to take down Noxic, that is 7-4 on the board. G9 looking pretty decent, but they need this last round, just even like as a boost of confidence, and then they can win the pistol, and then they can actually start to, make the comeback on the coalition side, as it is the easier side to play things on.
Absolutely, yeah, because they can just rack it up to 5, make it look clean, and then they can get that, they can tie that up with the pistol round, and the subsequent one right after would be beautiful to tie this back up, and then we kind of have to see how that goes after that. And but again, they're doing good. They're doing what they need to do. They're really trying to, pull that information, pull it around, see what happens. So again, I think they're really doing it. But again, I think they're just need a little bit more aggression with their move. Although you got to watch out with that at the same time, because Nox himself is just a aggressive, really good player. Just at minimum. And Exelement's here. His aim's pretty much on point in these vents most of the time.
Yeah, Vance Hall is just like G9's playing ground. It works. I mean, again, it works, but it seems like out of the 12 rounds that we've seen on the breach side, they've went Vents. Yes, they went Vents, like 8 of them. So it's quite interesting. But you know, again, if it works, it works. Exalmans takes down Nexera. Yeah, entering vents there is quite hard, just because how you can play around with it on the collision side. You can pre-fire. You simply have the advantage there if you're on the collision side, because you can pre-fire every time that you peek. Noxic once again in the spot. It proved very well for him once, but now, well, I mean, he's able to take down 1. That is definitely good. 2 would have been better, obviously. Fair. Well, fair. That is unfair. How did he do that? Finally gets taken down by Melody. He's been doing good so far. You know, we've seen some good clips by him. 2.3 KD, I believe, or 2.7 KD as well. But Adelkeet, he's trying to not let Melody have any chance at this. Bomb is planted in such a wide area that Melody will have to clear everything. This just screams G9 for 5. Unless... Oh yeah, he can just play on time.
On.
Wins.
Here we go. Master able to do it. And that puts them right where they should be to tie it up. Yeah, so we're going into the swap. Seeing how this rolls. G9 again has... They haven't lost the pistol round yet at all. So, not saying they should, but should be able to take this pistol round. Because they're going to be running straight into each other. And 2 in the back, 4 in the front, in A, and then 3 kind of here in banana. Make sure no one comes from behind, which, I mean, yeah, you'd think it'd be Master, but it's actually Crux over there off to the side. And now we wait.
This was a good strategy once. I feel like if hammers go towards that area and, you know, they find so many players in lab, they're just going to rotate over to B. But they're not even going there. They're just simply slowly going to B. And there's one player on B site, and that is Crux, or at least close to it. Yes, some rotations might come in, but ultimately Crux will have to get at least 1 kill and stay alive, or get 2 and die. Like, there is no other way around this. Because otherwise, the bomb goes down, B bomb side of Bureau, not really the easiest of sites to retake. Oh, what is this? They're all crouch walking. They're using the good old strat roulette strat. I remember like 5 years ago we did like a strat roulette strat where you just crouch walk around the map. That's what they're doing, but it seems like it's working. 5v5 retake. We've been seeing many of these today. It can really go either way. Like a lot of 5v5 retakes are down to luck and timing. Crocs is playing it very well, very long range, and that is exactly what you should do with that revolver. Did he just hit that person 3 times with the revolver?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Raze and Melody are low, and yeah, this just gets so chaotic. Sextus, action coming in from everywhere. Melody take 1 down. Crux, refrag on Melody.
Ooh. Well, Hammer's taking it. And that's definitely not what G9 needed.
No, most definitely not. I mean, again, I feel like it's gonna be we're gonna give them some rounds and then miraculously come back type of thing. Because, you know, as much as I can say, G9, maybe play it a bit more safe, you know, get some more rounds so you don't have to do these crazy comebacks. It seems like being in this very high pressure situation actually makes them more motivated. It seems like as soon as they understand that if we stop right now, it's all over, then they actually start playing exceptionally well. Then they actually enter their kind of flow state. Then they actually, you know, start getting all those frags. So do whatever works for you, I guess, G9. Like if coming back every single game and winning most of them works, go for it. Seems like this round is what Hammers are going for, because B-side is open and they are just, again, look at how they're moving. They're not making a single noise. All just slowly, just death creeping up on you. Everyone just getting on B-side. And yeah, they find it clear. They understand opponents most likely have pistols, so let's just plant and wait. There you go. The first pistol is revealed. And with that, the cover has been blown, and most likely a 9th one on the board for Hammers.
Yeah. And I mean, Hammers is looking really nice. Again, pistol's running. There's not really a whole lot G9 can do. I mean, Crux is good, but definitely gonna be running the weight and putting Hammers up to 9. But then that puts him back in the rifle round. So I think Crux is gonna try and get as much damage as he can. Be great, but ultimately it's definitely not gonna be happening that way. So, and the board for Hammers. And now into the first real rifle round onto the second half. And see if G9 can put 6 on the board for themselves, or Hammers might be putting double digits.
Yeah, this is a very important rifle round because, again, like, look at the money situation on G9. They have $300 shared. Like, together they have $300. If they lose this round, they might most likely have to go on pistols or at least some kind of a force if they choose to, and that's just not going to put them in a good position. Which, again, seems like it's being in a bad position is what actually is a good position for them, the weird as it sounds. But yeah, this is definitely a round that they should look out for and do their best. And Hammers are playing it so slow. Like, they are literally making zero noise. They are only slow walking or crouch walking. Oh, look at that flash. So much information given over to the team. Crux takes a jiggle peek there, spots like 3 players. So everyone inside of G9 kind of starts to rotate towards B. And seems like Hammers won't go for the fake. They'll just commit. Smoke's coming in, crossing towards that Vents Hall area. Seems like both teams are loving it today as Breach players.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And looks like they're still hanging out really nice, close together. Fair getting 2 through the smoke, making it looking a lot nicer for them. 5-3. Roxy getting another one. Nox going down. It's down to a 2-5. Looking really nice. Ray actually getting in there, getting the bomb planted, and now Nexera getting the headshot. And down we go with Ray. And now we're gonna get 6 on the board, and making sure Hammers doesn't hit those double digits. Looking real nice. That was nice and clean. I mean, there was really just one down, and well, and 2 through the smoke.
Yeah, Fair started the defuse there and then gave the defuse to Master Sadak. I think that Master Sadak might need to complete his daily missions from like one of them is basically defuse the bomb 2 times. So maybe that's what was going on there. Not sure. Maybe Fair was just looking for like a ratio or something. But either way, yeah, G9, they're able to win it. They're able to not let the game slide until it's just impossible to come back anymore. So it's good to see that. It's good to see that they are learning from their mistakes, or at least to some kind of an extent. And now Hammers are almost equal. Of course, when Melody just enters and does that, but Sadak, that's exactly what you need. Sextus finally takes him down, but this seems like it's pretty much all over from here, right? Like, there's one player, Banana, half HP, has a deagle against 3 players. Sure, he might get the bomb, but not even a rifle. Like, if Sextus had a rifle, I'd say, yeah, it's, you know, there's a world where this is possible. Only with a deagle, that's a really, really tough challenge.
Yeah. But Sextus, he's going to give it a shot. He's walking through.
Coalition wins.
Nope, Fair didn't make it all the way through just yet. So he's going to go down on G9 up to 7. Again, looking real nice. It looks like everybody's going to be buying up this time around for Hammers. I would hope. Maybe. No? I guess they're going to go
It's
eco
possible.
again.
It's definitely possible. No, all right. Yeah. They're talking. They are just all talking. They're trying to figure out what to do here. Their game is actually frozen, so we're taking a quick break. We're gonna probably some technical issues.
Yeah, it looks like they have a because I think they can call, each team can call 1 timeout. I don't know how long the timer is, 30 seconds or 60 seconds they can do. So I think they're just calling a timeout real quick.
That's a very smart decision, to be honest. And we haven't seen this being used that much before, but yeah, that's a good decision because, you know, sometimes you can get really caught up in the game and in your emotions and just in general, you know, you start losing a few rounds, you don't know what to do, you start looking at kind of all outcomes as negatives. And then if you take the timeout, you know, have your in-game leader kind of just go over things, just, you know, reassure you that it's possible that you can do it, and kind of just, you know, take a break that's longer than 15 seconds. That's the buy time to just kind of slow down, you know? It's fine, guys. We're still in this. We'll see what we can do. We'll do our best. Definitely a very smart decision by whichever team called timeout. Flash is coming in. Literally everyone in mid got flashed. If Nexera peeked there, an easy ace. Obviously, he doesn't know that. Players don't have the X-ray. If they did, well, that would be a different game, wouldn't it? But Nexera is 2 HP. He's trying to play around the smoke. It's actually a pretty good angle to hold. Actually, he's going to re-smoke it. He does not want any action from Hammers towards that mid area. G9 are pretty good at taking map control now. Like, they've switched up their game style from being very passive and then aggressing altogether to more like just slowly taking map control. For example, Fair, he's not really pushed up Banana, but he is on somewhat of an alpha angle that gives him more information than holding from, like, let's say, Intel would. And Hammers, seems like, yeah, both teams just love that Vents Hall / Belong area on the breach side. They're moving there towards, once again, that smoke coming in a little too late, and Crux and Adelkeet are going to be able to capitalize on that big time. Very big time, because Sextus, once again, only one left alive in the 1v3, and there you go, Crux takes him down. G9 pulling back, and again, this is a collision-sided map, so I'd say now it's equal, or even G9 have a slight advantage. If they win this one, the score might be 9-9, but because breach side is harder, G9 have the advantage right now. Their only objective is to not ruin it.
Yeah, it really is. And as of right now, G9 should be able to easily just take this one. A lot of things are flying. Good bit of damages. I mean, even though they're already on pistols, I mean, they're already super low as it is. Double grenade. And 1 kill each going across the board. It's now tied, 9-9. Can G9 take this lead? Looks like they're buying mostly everything they need for the side of Hammers. No grenades, but it looks like G9 has everything. Everything they could possibly imagine. And more, still in the bank. $34,000 just chilling. So, needless to say, they're pretty good for the moment. But now they just got to get in and do it again and take that lead. And honestly, with the way they've been playing, I think it's definitely a good option. I think they can.
Yeah, this is a run for who gets to double digits first. Again, not that it matters as much, but it's cool. It's cool. We got 10 rounds, they don't, so you know, it's one thing to look out for. Smoke's coming in all directions. It's a raise. Oh, he peeks, but Adelkeet almost gets the frag again. You break the armor, you connect 2 more bullets, but it's not enough. And what happens meanwhile? Well, Sextus takes down Nexera. So even though Z-Raise is very low, the player advantage is on the side of Hammers, and Sadak is holding a very common angle here. It sometimes it gets overlooked, but it seems like Melody spots him, takes some damage, retrieves. Sadak is jumping, he's doing everything he can, he's jumping. He doesn't want to get pre-fired. Sadak, he does that. Alright, just mowing them down, gets a double there, out of nowhere seemingly, and Sextus, once again, left alive. 1v4 turned 1v3. Ooh, this is gonna be hard, especially with Fair pre-firing that angle. Clean headshot on the head of Sextus, locks on it, and now G9 actually the first ones able to reach double digits.
Yeah, they're now sitting at 10. Fair 16, Crux 15, 14, 12, 9. And we're sitting at 15, 15, 13, 12, 7 on the side of Hammer. So, I mean, it is almost identical. But a little bit less on Rays and only 1 less for Exolumens. So, I mean, they're honestly, with their kills and everything, they're just neck and neck with that.
Yep. All players have been really playing great. Some maybe not as good score-wise, but I mean, you know, there are individual moments that might change around. Sometimes you don't even get the kill, but because of your decision-making or your information that you relay to your team, you are actually the one making the huge waves. And look at this. We've gotten to the let's drop grenades and spawn, guys. Let's use all the advantages that we can. Master Sadak, oh, he spots the player crossing, but now he knows they might be going, hey, Crocs, he might be hurt here. Nexera, though, great refrag. Oh, and they're so ready for this. There's 3 players watching that Vents Hall kitchen area. Adelkeet just comes in, pre-firing every corner, takes down Sextus, so now 2v3. Adelkeet, he's been absolutely out of the charts, but then Exolumens, he clutched 1v3 today. He attempted another one. This is his 3rd 1v3 attempt. So far, he's 50-50. So far, he's 1 for 1. And Exolumens, he knows where the last player is because he got shot but didn't really take any damage. So he's going to plant it for that belong area and just go and play on time. This is really the smartest play I think you can do in a 1v1 situation on Bureau B site, is simply plant the bomb in a way that it's planted for belong, and then just kind of play around and see what you can do. See if you can, maybe peek there, maybe peek somewhere else, just kind of try to fool the opponent as much as possible. And Crux, well, he doesn't want to be fooled. He throws a flash, but Exolmans, there you go, 1v3 clutch. Man, are we gonna see another 12 to 12 scoreline? That would, I don't want to believe it, but at the same time, like, stats actually point that we will. In the last 7 games, we've seen more 12 to 12 scorelines, which is 4 games, than not 12 to 12 scorelines. So, yeah, the tension's as high as ever here. 10 rounds, both sides. This is for everything. This is for who plays in the finals.
Yeah, and again, it's coming down to this last final area. I mean, it is just... I mean, it just comes down to these last bullets. Yeah, it really does. And... yeah, I'm really just kind of speechless almost at this point. The fact that G9 was able to bring this back up, keep it tied. Again, it's kind of a normal thing to say that, they looked really, really bad off in the earlier stages, but now they're making it back yet again. I know they probably shouldn't bank on being able to do that, but he worked pretty good.
Noxic, right when you need him in those crucial moments, that's where he strikes. Does get taken down. Exolmans throws a perfect nade. Oh, and Crux, he has cornered him, takes down Z-Rays. So now 2v2, 1v2 Crux, he has to do everything here. Take down 2 players, defuse the bomb. This might be too big of an ask from him. He hears some noise, but yeah, there's just so many angles to check. And the thing is, as soon as he makes a single noise, they will know where he is. It seems like they know even already because Exolmans is checking that angle. And yeah, Crux, he has to move. The noises are made, but it is what it is. Overwhelmed, sandwiched, gets taken down. Hammers up to 11. Man, this is going 12 to 12. Like there's no other way around it, right? Because yeah, G9 again, they were in the lead. Coalition side, 10 to 9 lead, sounds pretty solid, it's our side, everything should go well. Suddenly Hammers, they decide, nope, we're gonna take 2 in a row. And to be honest, like, G9 are in a heavy force here. Like, look at their money situation. They have 2 shotguns and then 3 rifles. They try to afford as many things as they could. And, well, if this round doesn't work out, that means they have to force probably like SA's best case next round. And that's Hammers on 12. So this is the round for G9 to win. This is the one round that they actually have to win. Unless, again, they're going to win like a force buy with like pistols like they did on Canals. Honestly, it could go any direction here. But, logically speaking, G9, they have to get this round to have a better chance.
Yeah, definitely. And, well, that's just... I mean, we do see at least one shotty in M4. Or, sorry, 2 shotties in an M4 for G9. And again, if they can hold these tight areas and maybe something come about here, like there's at least going to be 2 weapons on the ground. But, the guys at the shotties have to make their way over with it.
Exolmans. Yeah, he's been so good in these final series.
Here we go. Picking it up. But getting taken out.
Bomb has been planted.
Exolmans just does everything. Like honestly, he clutches,
Ooh.
he takes frags, he does everything that you need to do to win. Noxic is low, and G9, yeah, they're going for it. They are going for it. I thought, maybe they want to save in a 2v3 situation just because of that money situation, just because of their economy being, not the best, but... Well, yeah, seems like Adelkeet is going to save, but that is 1 rifle, and then the rest we'll see. It depends on loss bonus, but man, G9, again and again and again, being forward, looking good, then losing rounds to the opposite team to a point where it almost seems impossible, and then keep on fighting. But are they able to, though? They are able to buy rifles, at least. Most of them, are there with AUGs or M4s. But no Kevlar. For example, Sadak, he has no Kevlar. Crux, Adelkeet, they have... Okay, Adelkeet does have Kevlar, but it's just going to be so hard. Like, Hammers theoretically have the advantage here. throwing down a flash, Master Sadak, very aggressive play, but that actually gives off a lot of info. Yeah, Fair calls it out. He knows it's going to be an A push, and he's going aggressive. In a round like this where it matters so much, he's going aggressive and he gets a double! How is that? He instantly just flicks and connects it to the head. Fair! This is what I mean, right? Like, everything seems like it's not going towards the direction of G9 winning, and then, you know, they do stuff like this again and again and again. Of course, they still have to win this round. They still have to win the next two if they actually want to win the game. But like the fact that they're like able to do that, like their player went down first. I thought it was pretty much, you know, over or close to it. But, you know, they're fighting. They just always keep on fighting. Never settle. And Adelkeet, there you go. Another kill on Noxic. When you need it, he gets it. 2v4 now. Seems like a G9 round now.
It does indeed. I mean, they'll get the bomb planted. Ooh. Fair got a little bit of a noise. And a little 5 HP, but if he can keep them... Any kind of information is good information. And so they know he knows they're chasing him. But looks like they're going to get pinched, potentially. Yep, coming from the side is Dolkeet. Leaving it all up to Sextus. Going down. Ooh, no, getting two.
No time.
Yep.
There is simply not enough time. Sextus has been live like 5 times as the last player. It's probably his role, you know, just kind of being the support player, not really entering, trying to refrag, but I feel like he's falling like one clutch close. Like, if you are the last player live 5 times in a row, get one of those clutches, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's a really tall order. Like 1v3s, it wasn't like he was in a 1v1, it was like 1v3s most of the time, so good effort. But G9 take it up to 11. And look at this, man. It's 12 to 12, isn't it? Look at the pistols. Look at hammers. They have deagles. So, how is this possible? We're going to 12 to 12 unless Hammers just pulls a complete magic trick out of the bag here.
Yeah, and, I mean, sure, there's a lot of deagles. I mean, there's one. Yeah, but now there's just one left. I mean, Noxic's good, but not that good. So we are now at 12 to 12.
Yep, at 12 to 12 we are. From the 5 games that we've casted today, 3 have been 12 to 12. 3! I simply don't understand. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a very fun game, Critical Ops, isn't it? And, well, these are the 2 best teams, or top 3 teams at least, in Critical Ops. G9 versus Hammers, 12 to 12. If you lose, you're out. If you win, you make it to the finals tomorrow. This is everything. This is what they've been preparing for all of the previous months. This is where really the stars start to shine, and, you know, the good players get separated from the great ones. Everyone is taking this so slowly. Everyone knows how much it means, you know? Oh boy.
Yeah, this is just...
Fair. Trying to look for openers. Fair. Will he be able to find them? He spots one, gets taken down immediately. Sextus refrags. 4v4 now. We're going trade for trade. We're going kill for kill. We're going neck to neck. Nades dropped in spawn. Master Sadak picks them up. Moves over towards that CT side of things. Hammers already almost on site. Throw the smoke. Smoke off the CT area. There's no way they can peek it now. Now they have to go A main. But will they go all? Will they keep just nading them? Picking up the nades? Crux meanwhile gets eliminated. G9. Oh boy. 3v4 retake. And Sadak, yeah, they're going neck for neck. Noxy gets taken down. Sextus takes down Nexera. Everything slowing down.
Super low. Oh, what?
Sadak. Is he the man to do it? Is he the chosen one? Sextus is low. They know where Sadak is. He throws the smoke. He tries to eliminate players. Gets one. Last player is so low. They're both so low. He tries to find the bomb. He can't find the bomb. The smoke is on the bomb. He starts defusing. There's no way. Sadak does it. There's no way. Master Sadak.
What?
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
Alright,
Master Sadak. He truly crowns himself as the master. 1v3. for everything, man. Wow.
What?
All right, G9. We're gonna see them in finals tomorrow. Hammers, good attempt, but just not enough. How do you lose a Master Sadak, man? He truly is the master.
Oh my goodness. That was amazing. And we saw in the third person, we saw the bullet go past his ear. And if that had connected, it would have been all over. And it misses just barely. That has got to be the point of saying that it has to be fate to be able to have that happen and to be able to get that defuse. Just wow. Again, you gotta just another applause going over to not only going down to the 12-12, but being able to do that type of work and of a ninja diffuse in the smoke with such low HP. That I agree, just an absolute deserving of the name master as part of being one with that in the name. Definitely deserves it.
He has full permission to wear shades anywhere he
Absolutely.
wants, man.
Yep.
If he wants to throw on the shades inside, man, that's Master Sadak. He can't say anything. He just does it.
Yeah.
How are you? All right, yeah, I'm just lost for words. G9 proved themselves as the ultimate fighting spirit, as the ultimate team that just is able to, no matter how down badly they are, just make it back. And then also Master Sadak, like having a bad first game, and then just coming back strong on Canals, and then just doing this 1v3, All right, are you guys excited for tomorrow? Because I am. Because like if it's gonna
Oh,
be
dude,
anything like it was today, man, it's gonna be
these
good.
matches are gonna be ridiculous tomorrow. I hope these guys get a lot of rest and keep this spirit going because again, it's gonna be no easy feat tomorrow against Invictus. So I hope they get enough rest. They can chill out, enjoy their victory today. At minimum, they have secured second place. But I know that they're going to be gunning for that first place and going as hard as they absolutely possibly can. And after seeing what they're able to do, I mean, guys, go for it. You did a fantastic job and just an amazing end to a best of three. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better than that.
I mean, yeah. Tomorrow, it all goes down tomorrow. Like this felt like the finals. This last game honestly
It
felt
did.
like the finals. Like it, yeah. We're preparing for greatness for tomorrow, and it's a best of five as well. Like tomorrow is a best of five. So yeah, let's hope we go to the fifth map.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be crazy. So, guys, make sure you are subscribed to have those notifications turned on because, as we mentioned, you don't want to miss these last matches today, but you really, really don't want to miss the matches for tomorrow. So, make sure you guys get notified when all those things go live. Follow on social media because sometimes the notifications don't really go out. They're all in the description, but make sure you're on multiple places because again, sometimes notifications don't come to your phone for whatever reason. So, make sure on all of them so you get the notification when it goes live because again you want to see this. But thank you guys for hanging out, watching. Make sure you're getting your stuff in on the Zuvi top clip contest because there's been so many of these clips today, so many good clips that have been roaming around today. It is crazy, so you make sure you're getting your stuff in on those and getting a chance to win that extra $130 because pretty much across the board these last three rounds, there's going to be a lot of competition going on for that $200 for the circuit $200 that they're going to have a chance to win. So it's going to be a tough choice for Zuvi. I hope they're ready to start putting these side by side, make sure who got the best clip because there's going to be a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Like again, it's free money, but then like it would be even like fun to clip this, right? Like even rewatching, I feel like all games today have been just like so high energy, like so many emotional roller coasters, so many different things happening.
Oh yeah,
It's it's amazing, man. This is the Critical Ops competitive that I feel like everyone has been waiting for.
absolutely. And we have more in store for you guys tomorrow. These guys are going to get rest. We're going to get some rest. Thank you guys to Mobile Esports, Compact Esports, and of course Critical Force for help putting all this on. And you guys hanging out, watching at home. These have been some great matches. We're going to have more. So, again, make sure those notifications are on, and we'll see you guys here tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.